the hell just happened?
Oh, shit. No, I bet it's not. How does it look? Yes. Hello, hello, everyone.
Oh, somehow I went from being perfectly framed to...
Oh, I probably moved everything
no,
over.
No, we're good.
Do
We're
you have
good.
a piece of, do you have like a droplet of water in your glasses?
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, I gave myself a lot of room on this side, didn't I? There's so much space for activity.
He's such a dick.
You're just trying to become Braum.
You got your 3 kind of people, Chuck. Your dicks, yeah, okay, we're good. I know, Aragwen, I'd be sorry, but I'm not. I'd go reframe, but I'm not getting out of this. I don't give a shit.
Who doesn't like a good scoots?
It's a sorry, not sorry situation. Hey, no longer half a scoots. Now it's 1.5 scoots.
Now it's too much scoots.
Boom.
More scoots than you've ever needed or wanted or asked for.
I am offended by all 3 of those things.
No.
There you go. A, K, F, F, K, F, F.
Unseelie for life, it's time.
Oh, shit. I do not remember the name of that house, but I remember considering it for Braum way back in the day.
Which house?
With the tree. There was a big tree there.
It's just called Treehouse.
It definitely was not called Tree.
Hanging out at the treehouse.
Oh, beautiful.
Now,
Hey,
Scott.
Yeah, tell me.
Who has also recently been called Scooters.
Beep beep.
Is that sort of like a Vespa or a moped?
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
In that you're fun to ride, but you wouldn't want to show your friends?
And you can't take me downtown in an urban center.
Yes, you can.
It's dangerous.
Specifically can.
But it's dangerous to take me downtown in an urban center.
Depends who you ask.
That's true. Yeah, there we go.
Which urban center?
That's true too. I think
wheels.
Kate might have a scooter. Makeup looks great. Oh.
Hey, your eyelashes are on fleek. They're so long.
Yes, I succeeded at the applying of the makeup. So, success.
What you guys don't see before the stream is Kate like just taking a bunch of makeup and be like,
So I felt.
I am kidding. It's obviously not.
Absolutely
Wouldn't that be
how I felt.
great if that's how you could apply makeup? Just as you're walking out the door, there's just these precision nozzles going like...
Like a spray tan?
You just keep going. And if you forget to close your eyes, then you're just like,
That
Plus
would be
your
No,
eyelids
they
are like
jam your
sneaky.
contacts in at the same time. It's an
Activate
all-in-one.
bronzed goddess look. Activate no makeup look. Like you can choose.
I like the
Oscar
bronze
statue.
goddess because I literally feel like it would just dump bronze paint on you. But like airbrush
Oscar
it,
statue
airbrush it, so
achieved.
you wouldn't be wet. It would just be like instantly like. Psh,
You would look like an Oscar statue.
you'd
exactly.
look like
I
the
knew
Golden
somebody
Girls
who
from
worked
Goldfinger.
at a spray tan joint
Blah.
and kept trying to convince me to go in, being like, "You're so pale," and I said,
Thanks,
"Yes, I
dude.
am."
It's okay.
And
I was
I'm okay
born
with
this
it.
way.
Yeah, like thank
Yeah,
you.
like I don't need to look like that.
Yeah,
I've never, ever seen myself with a tan because I don't tan. I go straight to burn. So I'm very curious to know what I would look like with a tan, but I feel like it would be really weird.
it would
I just
definitely.
don't think it
never
would.
seen myself with
yeah,
tan skin.
Neither
As
have
a
I.
kid, I would tan well because I would spend a lot of time outside, but now I don't. So
Well, I know what I'm getting everybody here for the holidays.
Spray tan.
No, I worked
home
one of those
spray
amateur bodybuilding competitions. I can't even look at a spray tan anymore.
You told me us.
The
That
walls
was
were orange. Everything was orange,
horrible.
and it has a smell.
So Kung Fu Fenris says, I've now realized that I have a limit on how much I can drink and storytell at the same time.
Oh.
Don't worry, players drink more. I also have a limit to how much I can drink and storytell at the same time.
It's probably not 0.
It's probably not 0. I imagine everybody has a limit. I just don't know what mine is.
Hey, ooh, thanks.
Oh. Also, Lemon Eater, do believe you subscribed before we went live.
Thank
you.
you.
Right? So thank you very much.
People love this channel, and they love you. Thanks, John.
I think
didn't
daylight
abandon
saving ended in Europe or started or whatever. I don't know. Daylight savings did a thing for some other countries today.
Mm-hmm. I heard
Yeah,
that.
some other countries are on daylight saving time now,
Oh.
which is, you know,
2.5 glass red wine. Ooh,
Yum.
interesting. I like it.
Like
Kung Fu
good
Fenris.
interesting or bad?
Probably great.
That's
So-
the thing. I would also get sleepy. I was trying storytelling.
So I'll point out
Yo.
first and foremost that I completed the script that I said I needed to complete last session. I submitted it. I submitted it a day early, so
Wow.
y'all can't just unfollow and unsubscribe.
You can't.
Bing, 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 bing. They're all gonna unfollow right now. You're great.
Oh God.
No, well, the camera has changed since like when we changed locations, we changed where the camera was. But my undercut is still on the same side.
It's more dramatic, I would say, today.
My hair's being coiffured today.
It has been coiffured.
Coiffure.
Coiffured.
I've coiffed.
Ugh.
A quaif?
I'm quaffing.
Oh, God.
Quaff.
Oh.
I quoofed.
Yeah. Hi guys.
Hi.
Ow,
You know, today it's it's like almost April.
Yeah.
Right? For some of you, it will be April 1st. Rest assured, there is no April Fools here this year. That was last year.
It was fun.
That was fun. Oh, wait a minute, that was a year that we did that?
Yeah.
Fuck. Crazy, right?
Feels like more than a year to me. Feels like ages ago.
But rest assured that there are no fools, only amazing adventures
Aw.
ahead for you three. I mean, you're going to Tara-Nar, so you're fucked, but... you
Well,
know.
classic.
Yeah.
I know who I want to meet. And I'm not going to say it in case it gets spoiled.
It's a year ago since the Exalted Epilogue. I mean, it wasn't an epilogue. It was actually like the start of something
That's true.
that just never happened.
I wouldn't be mad if we had another one of those at some point. I wouldn't be mad.
Field trip.
With the with the Unconquered Sun?
No way.
I miss Exalted.
Down the
JWB,
blessed isle.
if you miss Exalted, you should be tuning into Full Party,
Yeah.
which is
you
on
know about
Mondays. Mondays, 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time now on twitch.tv/beanduck, where these two on either side are joined by two other actors here in an Exalted 3rd Edition game that I'm running with Kate on tech because it's like a pro level.
So there are
Stream.
live overlay updates, yo. All thanks to this boss.
That's you, eh? You're just like DJing it?
We are playing tomorrow Kung Fu Fenris.
Yes.
Yep.
Yup. Now, when you say E-up, are you thinking of anything in particular, or are you
I'm-
just E-up?
No, I'm thinking of you telling me about that character from My Little Pony,
Oh, yeah.
but not anything else.
And no freaking fools? I'm not guaranteeing anything for tomorrow.
I was gonna say Kung Fu, we can't.
I don't
One
know if we
day
have
at a
anything
time.
planned, though.
That's how I take my life too.
Well, yeah, also that Aragorn has a point.
There are plenty of fools already. in
Ouch.
this stream.
Are any of them not fools?
We're all fools in our own way.
Kung Fu
That's
Fenris,
exactly it.
how big is the jar? How big are your pockets? I need dimensions.
Almost
I must.
Probably.
Does
Because
it still
it's
contain hummus?
full.
Been so out of the loop since your work hours have changed. Well, there you go. You're back in the loop.
Loop. Woo!
Consider yourself looped in.
Yes.
Consider yourself
Life is
looped.
strange.
Looped.
And if you can't make the live streams, as much as we would love to have you there on Twitch for the live shows, you can always catch up on YouTube, youtube.com/beanduck.
And the rewatch on Saturday mornings.
Yes.
Any options?
We want you all to watch this.
Yes.
Still hummus.
Hummus.
I-
Hey.
okay, later.
Folks.
Mm-hmm.
It's also, I mean, like, winter's kind of ending around here. Maybe.
Yeah. Sorry, it was loud.
So we have some hope. That there is hope.
Always. I'm just so full of hope.
Honor.
My honor.
You tear bending all over the place now.
Now I'm tear bent. I'll watch that again.
It's so good.
Oof.
Nice. Good.
Yeah, that is nice Kung Fu. That sounds
17
wonderful.
degrees.
I'll have that on Friday.
I'll have what she's having. Oh, because you'll be right.
Elsewhere.
Drink counter was picked by Bun Bun in absentia. That's
Yep.
right. we do have to welcome she who knows 10,000 things. Because she's right here. Right about now. The Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now. The Funk Soul Brother.
I listened to that in its entirety the other day. It's long.
So either we'll have 0 drinks or 50. Yeah, that's basically
All right,
how it
okay.
goes.
Sounds good.
Perfect.
I understand. Let's find out who Aragorn likes today. Who does Aragorn like today? Just Liz? Liz's favorite child? All right, Liz, what's up?
I bought Etiquette 4.
Wow.
My specialty is in high society.
It is worth noting that etiquette, if like you decide to go into a slum bar, etiquette is just as valid as there.
Not that
So just
specialty,
basically,
obviously.
Patches sucks everywhere when it comes
Ouch.
to figuring things out. Well, he has one.
I have one now.
I feel like I cheated at character creation by getting all these free dots and things.
Yeah, Jack of all trades.
Oh my
yeah.
god, they're so aggressive even from that distance. I
They're
love.
I feel like our color, our saturation or something, the levels are probably curved in favor of orange for some reason.
Ouch.
Kung Fu Fenris, I feel like it was from her time spent as regent and also seeing Lady Helena again.
And she's been
She's
attending
like,
galas.
"Oh, suddenly I feel super fancy.
Oh yes, the Grand Galloping Gala.
Galloping.
That's ending, eh? They've announced their final
Show?
season of
Yeah.
My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. So for all you bronies out there,
It's okay. It'll be My Little Pony. Love is magical. Yeah.
My Little Pony fucks Phil.
Well,
Love for
In answer to
all.
your comment, Kung Fu Fenris, this camera tends green. You'll notice it on full party as well.
yeah.
Or maybe we're all just a little tinged.
Perhaps we're all a little jealous.
Oh, we're all doing it? Damn it.
Well, fuck all of you. Anyway,
It's gone.
CSI World.
So mesmerized by my nails.
What happened?
Well, I got them painted downtown a few days ago.
No, Elizabeth. Oh, God. Do you want to start, Liz, with the first event, the first major event of last session with Incisor?
Yeah. We started the session with Incisor facing off with another redcap who was revealed to be her ex-true heart. His name is Travis. She was with him for 2 years, broke up with him because he's a redcap and she hates redcaps. There's a lot of weird history there. And they have not had closure. Sophia's angry about this.
Sophia angry about something. News at 11. Sophia sticking her nose in where it may no longer belong.
Find out how this affects you and your day tomorrow. I don't know.
But eventually we all ended up back at the Spark, and Braum had brought home a guest.
Yes, Braum brought Kian home from the bar where he picked her up, which sounds awful and kind of is, I guess.
Can't stop smiling about this shit.
I know, right? So Braum was like, "Oh, Kian, you haven't seen our place. You should come and blah, blah, blah." So
So you literally said, want to come back to my place for a drink.
I think those are the words I used too. Introduced
We
her
could use more
to
people like you at the Spark.
Kyoko, Saley, Incisor, Patches, Sophia. We hung out for a while. There was a game of Twister, a tongue-bitingly good game of Twister. And Kian revealed that she, in her chrysalis, or slightly somewhat after her chrysalis, was saved by a member of the Red Branch. Claude, we assume, based on the description.
It was cute.
This kind of encouraged Braum to pursue his dream of getting the gang back together, as it were. So, if I may, the next morning, he called all of the members of the Red Branch to the Spark, to the Exhaust, including, well, as well as Fala, Sophia, and Patches.
Fa la 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 la.
He outlined his plan for what he considered to be a new... Oh, man down! Man down! And he announced his plans for a new organization dedicated to not serving or serving under the crown, but alongside it. The other members of the Red Branch were totally in. These two were not. They're like, we'll go with you, but it's not really our jam. I don't want to speak for you guys, but like, is that pretty fair? But everyone agreed to go to Tara-Nar. Me to represent my idea, and Patches.
I was left with a task to complete by the High King.
Oh, that's right. Shit, I forgot about that too. Damn.
You just as, ex-regent lady of high society.
Yes, exactly.
And just speak to the High Queen.
There you go.
Would it be Kiala or Faloco?
Faloco.
I like
for
Faloco.
sure.
Wait.
Like Four Loco, except it's Faloco?
I was
this-
thinking fallopian tubes.
Oh, is this Fala and Kyoko?
Yeah.
Why are we shipping them?
Why aren't we shipping them?
You can just
But we're
ship two
shipping
characters for no
Kian
reason.
And Kyoko and Braum.
Okay, wait.
Rikionko.
Wait.
Yes.
You can't just ship two characters for no reason?
Everyone, back me up on this.
This is
wait,
the
hang on.
Point of shipping.
internet.
Fallow.
That's what shipping is.
Falco. I like Falco.
Perfect.
Falco?
I'm just kidding, guys. I know
Hands
this is what
off
we do.
my prey.
Hey, I remember that. I am mostly joking.
He wasn't.
Kyola.
Well, this is going to go well. It didn't.
Classic.
It's really very funny. He wasn't.
We do have a bet.
Do we?
Yep, we do have a bet today. It's a bet that I'm actually really happy about. So I'm happy to have all of you bet on this, just to see how it's going to go. Because you never know. Maybe things will go well for everybody and we'll be all happy.
And maybe.
Today's bet is, in honor of us being at Tara-Nar, who disappoints a noble first?
Oh,
Is it no one, Sophia, Patches, or Braum? Feel free to place your bets now.
It was the biggest disappointment.
that's not quite the same. Oh.
Close enough.
Kyoko, I swear this never.
Kian, I swear
Kian,
this also never happened.
Oh God.
Oh my god.
You see, you were in a
Actually,
walk-in freezer.
I'm gonna
That
flip
doesn't
the
sound
pan
right.
up for this. There you go. There you
Okay.
go. Now you can bet. The payout was very poor. It was like 10%. I'm like, no. Like,
Shouldn't
so
it
you
be
lose
100%?
everything, or you get only 10%. Like, that's no good.
So then y'all's need to rebet, do they?
Nobody had bet before. Oh no, Mr. has to rebet.
Mr.
Yeah, there you go.
rebet.
Hey.
Mr. upped his bet by
Oh
25.
shit.
I think you have to. No.
Or did he?
Yeah, I think you have to put option first, Mr.
Bet
Oh no.
zero.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, you got to put your option first. So Lemon Eater
Yeah.
corrected. Mr. You have to put it's bet 0.75.
So close.
It is difficult to choose.
I know weirdness. Aren't we
We're all
great?
so disappointed.
Yes, Mr. Yes.
Bet 0-100.
There's some confidence in all of you, and there's some confidence in Sophia. Less confidence in Patches and Braum.
I really hope it's both of you simultaneously, or it's just me. Hi, bitches. Oh my god, get her out of here. She's such a disappointment.
Get those shades off.
Well,
Rock
we
on.
have a drink counter ready, selected by the Crosshair, who's not here. Do you have any questions? Well then.
Do.
Oh, this has lyrics.
I was gonna say, I was like expecting.
Wait,
Oh,
do-
maybe it was the instrumental version.
No, it's not copyright.
Never mind.
It's specifically by Alan Walker on his no copyright
Nice.
label.
I was gonna wait for a
Oh, I've used an
fucking
Alan Walker
chasing
song.
cars to come on or something.
Oh fuck.
No.
Nope.
We got this, guys.
Been a while. Like 6 days.
He's a professional.
I went to my first chess tournament when I was 7 years old.
Boy.
It was also my first of 2 chess tournaments. Because wouldn't you know it, I don't actually enjoy chess enough to attend tournaments. Or perhaps it was just that my father didn't enjoy watching me play chess. If you think about a chess tournament, the rounds have to last for a certain period of time. And of course, you were expected to play 5 matches or 6 matches in a day. So that was like my dad's whole day.
Yeah.
Was standing around in like the basement of a like high school somewhere while watching my dork ass playing chess. A game that at my age, or at the age that I was anyway, you could have already started learning properly, which I never did. Proper chess involves preparation more than anything else. The idea that you have to memorize opening moves and study them and know what the various reactions and defenses are to them. Something that I don't have the patience for. I don't enjoy studying opening moves. I enjoy sitting down at a table and being ready to test my wits against somebody else because that's what we're here to do, and not based on who had done the more book learning in advance. That doesn't necessarily make it worse, just not what I'm into. I wonder if that's sort of the way that you deal with going to court. That some people really enjoy walking in, having everything prepared, being the life of the party, and that there are others for whom this is hell. In the end, at that chess tournament, I won 3, I lost 2, and I drew once. And the reason I drew is because my opponent moved his queen 1 rank forward, but only 1, when he meant to move it 2. He moved the piece, took his hand off the piece, said, "Oh wait," and then moved it again, to which I called over a judge and said that he had let his piece go on this square. My opponent agreed that this occurred, and the judge said that that was the move and it would have to stand, and therefore I was put into stalemate, not checkmate, and it was a draw. One of you moved a queen into position. Did you move her 1 square or 2?
12.
That's nice.
It's only 8 by 8, but 12.
Aragorn, you're completely correct. There's way too many goddamn Fire Emblem characters in Smash Brothers.
They're
Inexplicably, I agree with that.
Yeah, it's a tactical RPG. Such tactic control.
So we're actually going to start you in Tara-Nar.
Oh shit.
The following people are with you.
I'm ready. I'm
You
so
ready for this?
Yes. Are you? Sorry.
No. We have Sophia, Patches, Braum, Kyoko, Claude, Zeron, Helena, McAllister, Fala.
We're good.
Sorry.
Helena, we got. I
Yeah.
think we're good.
There you go.
What about Kaya? Oh.
Oh. I'd say that she's in our hearts, but apparently.
Well, his heart. Most first.
Oh yeah. We also learned last session that apparently Braum loves Kay more than anyone else, and probably always will.
I wanted to leave that off the recaps. Strike that speech out of the minutes.
It's too late. It's bold.
I'm kidding. No, that did happen. I actually claimed it was the thing I learned.
Today I learned that
Nice,
I
Aragorn.
apparently don't know how to live again. all according to plan.
Wait.
God damn it.
God damn it. I love it.
So,
We're a big
do you remember
fucking
what
group.
Tara-Nar was like when you left it before?
Mid
Getting
Assault
back
show.
to normal?
There's an
No.
angry mob outside.
Yeah, you skycrafted us the heck out of there while all of the
Oh, that
knockers
time.
were
You farted us
attacking.
into a storm.
Fuck
and we got
me,
carried
that
all
time.
the way back.
I was thinking of, I don't remember what the place is called, but the,
Rambeston?
also in the Kingdom of Apples, the headquarters, like Lord McAllister's
Home fires.
place, Home Fires,
Humphreys.
Home Fries.
But that place was also under attack the last time we saw
Yeah,
it.
but it was getting back to normal. Yes, so Tara-Nar was in a fucking shitstorm when we left, that's right. Sorry for not remembering. It's been a busy year.
But you're back now, so everything must be okay, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything is the way that it should be.
I don't like these questions.
I'm just asking.
Okay.
You know,
Bing, bloop, bing.
is that okay for all of you?
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, I just wanted to check.
Do we all walk in like a big horizontal line?
Oh, it's a festival.
When you arrive at Tara-Nar, it looks like everything has settled down somewhat. Remember, it's been several months. I mean, it was the summertime when you were here last. Now it's May, so
It's been a year.
which also means that the High Queen Lenore has been in place for some time now. Man, it feels weird saying High Queen Lenore.
Right?
It's High King David. Oh, but he's gone. One thing that I will point out is that here at Tara-Nar, the fountain under which you found High King David's instructions has been restored and added to. Now there's a small inscription that indicates its role in selecting High Queen Lenore from High King David's wishes. It doesn't name Sophia directly.
I was kind of hoping for like a large marble statue of me.
I am also a
in the
bit
middle of
surprised.
the courtyard. No, she's
I'm not
surprised.
unhappy about that.
That would have been weird. They shouldn't be talking about her. She's just a rando. His name in a will.
Just a rando. Ew, little peeing boy.
Oh, yeah. High Queen Lenore would be, or Your Majesty?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Do you need a refresher?
No.
Because Game of Thrones fucks everybody up, and everyone's like, "Oh, Your Grace," and it's like that's for a duke
Dukes and Duchesses.
or a duchess. Duchess.
Chess.
Just indulge me. Did you warn anybody that you were on your way? Did you specifically?
In game?
Yes, in the game.
No.
There's no way we would have arrived without telling someone. There's zero
We're
way.
allowed to visit Tara-Nar.
You kind of blew it up
I-
last
I
time
did.
you were there.
I do tend to
we
agree that
saved
it again, as a very Scott thing, it seems like a huge oversight that I wouldn't have been like, so what's your Saturday look like, Queenie? You know what I mean?
It is Saturday.
Whoa. Oh.
Pooks the juice.
Drink +1. The hell? Did you?
I've always
Huge
preferred my formal
oversight
address. Hey, that's
Saturday
my
phone
wallet.
call.
Saturday phone. I'm just writing those down. Thank you.
So McAllister would have called ahead if you didn't.
Because he's a good person.
Well, because it's his job.
He's a good. Yeah. Okay. Agree to disagree.
Also, probably Talus would have taken
Yeah,
care of
he was
that
taking
too,
care
if
of
he
our
was
travel
arranging
arrangements.
Our travel.
Talus
Probably
doesn't
shouldn't be the
call
one calling
Tara-Nar.
Tara-Nar.
Hey,
Hey, the
It's
last time
me.
I saw you,
Look, I
destroyed everything.
Especially
Hey,
the high
Lenore.
king.
So,
I swear
Hey
I'm good
Lenore,
now.
I'm the reason why you're in power. You owe me one bit. Little thing.
You know, House Dougal's all about deeds, right? Well, I remember the last time I was in Tara-Nar. Hey, I got a song I can sing for you.
Ring. No.
I'm sorry.
Is it too late now to say sorry? Okay.
Too late to
Day
apologize.
of a Saturn.
You're greeted
Make sure the king went splatter.
at the gates. You're greeted at the gates by a contingent of Gwydion, Liam, and Knockers, and Fiona. Because those are the houses that are currently represented, except for yours, of course, which is...
Does Fala have a house?
Yeah, she's a squire of House
Gwydion
Gwydion.
now? Cool.
She hasn't officially been sworn into the house. He didn't ask her of that, but she would be considered adjunct to Gwydion at this point. I mean, if you wanted to swear into the house, that would be up to you to suggest. She swore fealty. You're looking at me like you're surprised.
I'm good. I missed a noun in the previous sentence, and I was like, I don't know what's
Fala
going on.
is,
Yeah.
Fala is not Gwydion.
got
Fala is
I got
a
lost.
squire to a Gwydion knight.
Right.
So she might petition to enter the house, but that would be up to you. The interesting. The knockers who are present seem to have patches, not
Hey.
on their doublets that indicate a small crown with a gear underneath it. So patches, and only patches, I'm going to ask you to roll your intelligence etiquette. Oh, sorry, no, your intelligence politics.
I have no politics.
Then you can't roll it.
Great. Thanks.
Rip.
Does somebody else have politics?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like patches and only patches.
You guys can roll it.
Intelligence politics.
Intelligence politics.
Well,
I've got Scott doing it. I'm so happy. Difficulty is 8.
no success.
There's some indication that this might be a sign that these are knockers who are officially loyal to the crown. But beyond that,
I know what happened the last time a knocker was officially loyal to the crown. Not you. You know, the one who tried to kill us all in the courtroom.
I'm not loyal
Oh.
to the crown.
is being loyal to the crown. Never mind.
I'm loyal to the
Effing a duke.
seat. The local
Yeah,
seat of
that
power.
Crow-knockers.
Crown knockers.
Crow-knockers.
Crown knockers. Crown knockers.
It's frickin' good to see you, ma'am. The knocker who's greeted you is, he looks like he's about 30. He's got his hair, which is still shockingly white, is draped across his face, but to the point where like you can still see very piercing kind of brown eyes behind it. His nose is very pointed, and then just a little bit of a crook at the very end of it, just a tiny little like hook. And he's wearing, his doublet is just this magnificent sort of swath of black stretching across his chest with various little bits and bobs hanging from him that look like all tools that he could just pull from at a moment's notice. And he doesn't bow to you, but he definitely shows like a gesture of respect, like a nod that's a little more than just like, so.
So,
But my name is Gowan Waterworks, and I'm here for you to make sure that whatever you need on your visit is taken care of. I'm the official liaison from the Grand Best Inn.
How are you?
And he points to his,
And these others?
they're with me.
Are they also the official liaison from the Grand Best Inn?
They're part of my staff. And they all
And
give you
when-
the same kind of nod.
When was this position created?
approximately 3 months ago. We had to get our Clark together.
I'll be speaking with him shortly. Thank you.
With who? Sorry?
I don't specify. I just say with them shortly.
I am asking, were you like addressing that to him?
To him, yeah.
But about persons unknown.
It's understandable. Do you require a room in which to make this?
I can wait.
Of course. Look, I'll tell you this. It's been difficult being here. We have tried to smooth over as much as we can, and it looks like there isn't as much prejudice against us as there was maybe a year ago. If you run into any issues, I'd appreciate it if you could let us know.
Absolutely. But our kin certainly rankled some. Everything.
Look, I'll be the first to admit that the apple bottoms around here definitely have some idea of what we're capable of now.
What did you call me?
Apple bottom.
You do have a nice butt. It's okay, bro.
And we all know that you're responsible for making sure that this didn't get so far out of hand that we got kicked out of Concordia entirely.
Let's stop worrying about our own asses and start worrying about doing better in the future.
Hey, works for me. Lady Sophia, Sir Braum, it's an honor to meet the other members of Ignite.
And hearty
why I'm
greetings
here.
to you as well.
A pleasure to meet you.
I understand that you have your own contingents here. Just know that knockers everywhere owe you a debt. If there's anything that we can do to make your stay more comfortable or more productive, let us know.
We appreciate that very much. Thank you.
I will need access to a workshop here while I'm staying.
We're not as well equipped as the Spark. However, we do have somewhat of a decent workshop, and the armory is also open to you if you need it.
I can improvise where necessary.
If you're going to need any specific materials or tools, you make sure to let me or one of my staff know.
Thank you.
Will you be wanting one of these?
Is it necessary for my...
It's not like a scarlet letter. It's just to show that you are, if you choose to be, an official liaison of the Grand Best Inn. You can also choose to be here of your own volition.
For now, I'm here of my own volition. Thank you.
Of course. Somebody get her a drink. And then this...
Saron? I remember my botch from last
Yes!
Yes?
I definitely do a spit take, yeah.
I don't know where to go with this. Like, I
Need a
tried
drink?
it. I tried
Need a
it.
drink?
Oh.
What can I do for you? And then the other Red Branch Knights are just sort of like the snap. Like, what is...
I don't know. I can't go with this. Ooh. Can you make sure that arrangements for all of us are made here while we stay?
Oh, I'll take care of that. Don't worry. I'll coordinate with you if necessary. Yeah, sure. Sir Zeron, we appreciate your assistance as well.
I'm like kind of looking at Patches. What are you doing?
Kate is vomiting.
Meanwhile, like
I'm
panic
trying
vomiting.
so hard.
Meanwhile, a knocker who couldn't be older than like 14 runs up and she's carrying a glass of apple juice and just...
For me. You don't have one for yourself.
I was told to get you a drink.
It's not as fun to drink alone.
Go get another drink.
For yourself.
A Gwydion knight approaches, one who you've met like 1 or 2 times before. Her name is Rab, R-A-B. She's
Regulus black.
she's an autumn she, and looks like she's seen, a bit of action in her time. She walks with that kind of slightly stiff motion of somebody who's had a couple of injuries that haven't quite healed the way that they should have, but still somebody with a proud kind of military bearing. Sir Braum.
My Lady Rab, it is good to see you again.
We have a visitor here. He's interested in seeing you.
A visitor here to Tara-Nar. Well, the timing couldn't be better, I suppose.
His Grace would appreciate an audience at your convenience, of course.
His Grace, you don't mean...
Elenian is here.
Okay. I think that's the spelling. I'm just going to write it down. Cool. Can't remember now.
Roll your intelligence politics. Patches, look pretty.
Nailed it. Drink your apple juice. Quick.
Elenian is the head of Gwydion.
Ooh. Could we get a spelling of that?
Allenion.
I see. If you'll excuse me for being a bit blunt, what is he doing here?
I don't know. He arrived, cloistered himself away. Every once in a while he sends somebody out to bring him food, water, and a message, but that's it. Nobody's really laid eyes on him, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not entirely comfortable with what's going on.
With what's going on?
Gwydion don't hide. Even our infirmities.
No. To speak plainly, to speak the truth.
Absolutely. It's important that we always speak the truth at all times. I myself have made a passion of speaking the truth, especially when I'm speaking to my true heart or to any of my other friends. The truth is paramount. Always, now, and forever.
My Lady Rab, we are here to speak to the High Queen. I cannot refuse a call from House Gwydion.
No, you most certainly cannot. But he must have known that you were coming.
I can only hope that it does not distract us from our current mission.
She glances at Sophia and then back at you. Look, there was no time limit placed upon this. Just before you leave, make sure that you go and see him. Whether you want to get out of the way or wait until your business with Her Majesty is done, that's up to you. But he hasn't been attending court. You won't see him there.
Braum, why don't we see how long it would take to get an audience with Her Majesty?
Yes, Lady Sophia, that
She
is...
might be busy today. We might need to wait a while.
That's right. We shall. My Lady Rab, thank you for bringing this to my attention.
Of course. I live to serve Gwydion, just as you. She salutes and then heads off. The Liam contingent is also headed by an autumn she. This autumn she goes by the name of Liex, Liex.
Sorry.
She's a baroness.
Remind me what the title is for a baroness?
Lady. Baronesses don't get special titles.
All right.
Unless they're male, in which case they are lords. It's lords and ladies, and for knights, it's either ladies or dames.
Ooh. I'm gonna start using that one more
Dame
often.
Kyoko.
Dame Sophia.
Hey, how did you know what I call her in the... Oh, never mind. Oh,
Dames,
you
I
heard
believe
nothing.
dames tend to imply that you own land.
Oh, she owns land. All
Huge
this.
swaths of it. Giant tracts of land that I hoe on the regular.
Please, Lady Kyoko, we're in public.
I mean,
Oh,
oh, it's so good to see you, the crown jewel of Liam here.
Lady Lex, it's wonderful to see you again.
And she reaches forward with shaking hands and just takes
Aw.
both of yours. I should point out, the Gwydion are fucking gone.
yeah.
Not great friends with Liam.
No, I know. Well, we can be friends.
Is that why she gave me that weird look? Would I decipher
Probably.
that? Cool.
Let's decide yes.
Things have been so lovely here, and it's all thanks to Her Majesty Queen Lenore, and therefore, of course, for you. However you managed to make the right decision, I must say I appreciate it wholeheartedly.
It was my pleasure. It was clear she was the right one.
Such a pretty young thing in mind and in body. And she reaches up and she pats you on the shoulder in a somehow not patronizing way, and then pulls back.
So things have been well here.
We've found a lot more acceptance because Dougal are more concerned with what we've done compared to what reputations we might hold on to.
She's a great believer in deeds, not words.
A paragon of her house, to be sure. Will you introduce me to the other members of your motley?
Of
I have
course.
heard so much about Little Knocker and Big Troll.
This is Sir Braum.
Oh,
It is a pleasure, my lady.
of course.
Deep bow, the hand kiss maybe with the thumb on top or whatever. Is that
Like
like...
squashing it.
Yeah, crunch. Oh no,
And
not
this
again.
is Patches, steward of the Spark.
It is so amazing to see such fine commoners rise in station to show us that we must always be looking at those who are nipping at our heels. If you'll excuse me, I will be arranging for a special dinner for you. We will, of course, invite the other dignitaries from Liam who are here. You are welcome to invite whoever you wish.
It would be my honor. Thank you.
She just kept talking.
You're so special, the two of you. And she turns around and totters away a little bit. A
Patches,
young
please.
a young boggin offers his elbow, and she takes it as they continue to move forward.
The years haven't taken away any of her spirit.
Those are wrong! And you see that there's a...
No, fuck
Actually,
off.
What the
Yeah,
Yes.
this actually happens.
Sir.
There's a clericon who's standing, and he's got a proper sort of like Fiona outfit, except that you're relatively sure that the gold chain that he's wearing isn't exactly regulation.
Oh boy.
My boy, what's up? Yes, hello. It's good to see you again, Jasper. I know. I am here for it. Here for it. I'm so glad to see you. We got yourself. Your pet is hooked up, son. Yes, I imagine that you've gone to some effort. I appreciate it. The biddies are gonna be in force. No, they will not.
Sir Zeron, are you sure we could possibly get you some biddies?
So my name's Jasper. I am the squire here, and he like thrusts his hand forward to Sophia.
Pleasure to meet you.
And he takes it and he just passes just the kiss just above the hand like that. And I see you got yourself some knocker friends. What up? Yours he doesn't kiss.
No,
Yours
I'm
he
gonna shake
shakes.
him. I'm gonna, you know.
You putting a little bit of extra strength on that, a little bit of that like good old fashioned like wrench
Military,
action.
like, you know, jockeying for.
Yo, I hear you, the big boy. What's up?
Jasper, it is a pleasure to meet you.
Yo, I understand that you be my training my boy Zeron back in the day when he was just yay high.
It was, yes. I taught him some of the things he knows, and then he taught me much more about friendship.
Yo, my boy knows how to slam, he knows how to jam, and he learned it all from the big man himself, Sir Braum Gwydion.
Perhaps we could slam and jam sometime, Jasper. Crunch.
Zeron doesn't look embarrassed. He definitely doesn't look like he's engaging, but
He's like, eh.
there's this like pleasant like, I know who this is. I knew what to expect. Yo, so let me take you all to your rooms. I'm sure that you've tired from your journey.
Yes.
Yo, man, so the knockers, they be taking care of you. I seen what they done set up for your crib.
Good.
Uh-oh.
Well, let's lead the way, Jasper.
Word up. And he turns around and he just starts swagging. Not swaggering, swagging.
Nice.
Like off towards the castle itself.
He strikes me like perhaps a musician of some kind. Maybe he has that air.
Yo, dude, I can't carry a note. All I do is carry the burdens of my knights in shining armor.
You see, he's a squire.
Yes, I
Learning the ropes
understood this.
of high society.
I mean, I'm gonna continue.
You can hear under his breath, he's just like,
Beautifully gunned up jackknife.
Jesus.
and as he makes it to the doors of the castle, he raps on it twice, like, bang, bang. You're presenting El Saviors, the Red Branch. And then from behind you hear, the Red Branch doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, I know, but these be my peeps, yo. Like,
The
I
artist's
just...
formerly known as the Red Branch.
I don't.
Scooch,
We be-
scooch towards like wherever I think I'm supposed to go.
We've been arranging rooms for all these people. We got the dorm set up. You just gotta let us in. And then he offers his arm to Lady Helena. Yo, you know you want to take this so that you can go in here in style with your boy Jasper.
What?
And Helena just looks to Zeron and then looks to Jasper and then looks to Zeron. This is a test, isn't it? This is the sort of thing that Lenore's just seeing how we're going to react.
She doesn't strike me as that kind of ruler.
Who is this? Is he even allowed?
So Zeron, is this young man even allowed?
Well, I might say that his behavior is not one that we would consider standard. He is still a member of House Fiona, and he is served with distinction. And the door opens up, and there's this shriveling looking satyr who's just like, I'm so sorry. And Jasper just walks his way in, and he's just got one of his arms up like this as he's going.
Oh my god.
Shaking himself back and forth, feeling himself whole way through.
So
Live
Zeron,
your
has
best
he
life, kid.
always been like this?
I've met him on 2 separate occasions before now. Yes.
All right.
It will become more colorful after an official dinner.
I see. It was not the entrance I was expecting, certainly, but it's not unwelcome.
Certainly refreshing.
I don't believe that he will be representing us when we make our approach to the High Queen, but
Let's...
So, my lady Sophia, her of the silver blue tree, I give to you. And he opens up the door, and inside is a very nicely appointed suite.
Lovely.
It has, it looks like somebody has been in here and has made sure that there's a couple of trappings of your house present. There's a fruit basket on the inside, flower arrangements, and you can hear trickling of water somewhere coming from the inside. Should you need anything, there is a bell pull.
Thank you, Jasper.
Absolutely. And may I say that it is not every day that we get to experience such finery here.
You're too kind. Bye now.
So, Zeron, for the first time, Zeron's face is just a little bit like, we do not normally address such matters in an official introduction. Yo, I know, but she is 190% fly.
Yeah, and you don't think she hears that all day, every fucking day, kid? Think about it. You're going to be around a lot of gorgeous people if you continue working in this building. If you don't get fired for stepping out of line.
I would encourage you to pay quite close attention to the steward's use of the word if. Yo, man, I meant no disrespect.
I think you're doing
You're
a
learning.
fine job, Jasper.
That is why you're a squire, so that you can learn. Where next?
Is this the sort of thing that I am supposed to learn?
We will discuss your training.
Yes, yes, Molly.
Should I also be making reference to biddies and for the fineries that will exist?
No, Fala, you've advanced past that stage of training.
Yeah, I also do. I give her one of these very subtly. As subtly as I can, I guess.
Savior, bro.
Bro. Wah, 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 wah. Oh my god.
Each of you are taken to your own quarters. I should point out that Fala's quarters are linked to yours. There is a door separating them, but that she is there next to you. You're all in one area.
It's nice.
There are many different places for guests to stay in Tara-Nar, but you are all in the north wing. And there are several different, shall we say, valets and ladies in waiting who are... Shall we get into that? Is it valet or valet? Because it's both.
It's valid if you're British.
I
checked.
just like saying valet because I think it's a funny word, and I would actually say valet.
What does Sophia say?
Oh, valet.
All right.
She lives in Montreal.
Yeah.
Say valet.
I think she would actually say, hey, you.
No, that's bad.
So,
Ah!
there are several valets and ladies in waiting who are constantly attending to you. They seem very happy to do so. It seems to be what they are here for. Each of you has been granted a gift for arriving.
A gift.
Braum,
Yes.
you have been granted a very small crystal upon which has been etched a phoenix, a la Gwydion's phoenix.
Yeah.
And you see that it has David's personal crest underneath it.
Oh, shit.
It's only about that big, but it's very finely etched.
Yeah, it would have to be. Yeah.
Sophia, you've been gifted a business card with Jasper's phone number on it.
Classic.
No. You
MC extraordinaire.
No, it's kindling for the fireplace.
Of course.
you have been gifted a very fine, I don't want to say urn. I'll say it's a pot, a very fine pot, upon which a very, very small and yet perfectly formed oak tree is rising out. of it.
That's really cute.
Like it's like a miniature. It's not just like, oh, it's like a little sprout. Like no, it's a straight up tree, and there's really tiny acorns
That's
that have fallen into the pot.
super cute.
Patches.
I like Dre Dog's idea.
Inside your is you have a clipboard, and in the clipboard there are 10 sheets of a very, very specific kind of paper. You now have 10 sheets of goblin parchment.
11.
Goblin parchment, for those of you who may not be aware, once you have written a message, the message reveals itself to the person to whom it's sent to, and then it disappears. It disintegrates. It can only ever be read once. It is considered a magical item that you are carrying. Also in each of your rooms, aside from there being a bell pull, there is a old-fashioned telephone. And there's a little directory next to it that lists everybody's names of the people who you've been traveling with so that you can
rotary
contact them.
old-fashioned?
Yeah, like rotary old-fashioned.
Nice.
And Sophia's, yours jangles.
Oh. I'm gonna pick it up. Hello.
So what happened there? Just out of curiosity,
I'm still in shock myself.
does someone need to die?
No, I don't think
Whoa.
so.
I'm
Whoa.
relatively sure that we could arrange an accident.
No,
Oh.
no.
Super inappropriate.
I think we'll find that things are very different now than they used to be. This place has been steeped in tradition for so long, and now there's a bit of shaking up happening.
Yes, but,
Some might be a little bit grating, but
I mean, he's Fiona, not stupid. I heard
you
that.
heard that, Theron?
he marches to the beat of a different drum. And maybe needs some rules on manners, especially when you're meeting a woman for the first time.
I imagine that he might be getting some encouragement along those lines right now.
Oh, really?
There were things said. I made sure to pass my displeasure along to Sir Zeron.
Okay. Well, I'm sure we can trust Sir Zeron.
Can we, though?
Of course.
She just giggles a little bit.
Is there something you'd like to share, Lady Helena?
He's just a fine specimen.
Yes, he certainly is.
Quite.
Oh.
Well, once I'm sure everything's been arranged, then they'll let us know, and I will be ready.
Excellent.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
She hangs up.
Have I been placed in a room with anyone else?
No.
We have our own quarters. is what
Yeah,
you were
you
saying,
each have
right?
your
Okay.
own quarters.
Just checking.
You're important enough that you would have your own quarters. But Fala has quarters that are
Like adjacent.
like
or
you know, like those hotel rooms where there's like doors that you can potentially go
so
through.
creepy.
And she has to pass through your room to get out into the hall. So if you and Kyoko are going at it, and she'll walk through.
Why do you need
Kyoko
to
has been
leave?
assigned her own quarters.
Yes.
That's right. Okay.
It's right and proper.
I would like to go and knock on Fala's door.
Just 1 second, please.
Get a second.
Then door opens up, and she's there. She looks like she has taken off her shoes, and she's flexing her toes into the carpet.
Do you have a moment?
Of course, always a moment for you. Please.
Thank you. Come in, find a seat, somewhere to sit down. Would you join me?
Join you. Of course. She sits down and she flexes her toes once more before she sits down on the bed. There's this one thing that I should point out is that her arms and her calves are far more defined than they were the last time you saw them.
Would I recognize the toe flexing as like an issue thing? Not that I'm aware of that, but
Why don't you roll me?
let's find out.
Roll me your intelligence and gray mare, please.
Coming up.
Well, Kung Fu Fenris, now it has to start with an ambassador dying during sex.
Yeah,
One meter
100%.
can't be,
You see it, like patches slip out into the darkness. 4 successes. It's a lot of successes.
Mommy, you have to help me hide the body.
4 successes?
Yes.
It's a tradition for Ishu to feel the earth where they rest, and this is her equivalent of doing so.
Cool.
Either that, or it's she watched Die Hard.
Also very
It's
possible.
one of the two.
She's reenacting that scene in Kill Bill. She's wiggling her big toe.
There you go. Fala, it's been a long time.
Yes, there's a song about it. It's been a while.
Yes. Tell me of your travels.
I spent more time than I'd care to admit, trying to undo the damage that I did while I was in Halifax.
Were you successful?
To be honest, the damage that I did there was necessary and helped prompt our esteemed knocker friend to assist in overthrowing the unsavory types there who were there. And of course, it was not a plurality of knockers who had made this decision, but ones who could hope that they could force the Grand Bastin's hand. It was not so. They did ask me to run a few messages to others of the best din in other areas of Concordia, which I did. Traveling with the knockers has given me more of an insight as to what makes their society tick, and I feel as if I know now more than what I did before.
This is good. I, for one, I wouldn't trade my experiences for any others necessarily, but I'm a bit envious of your learning.
It is something that I always hope to have whenever I have a moment to myself. I travel to learn, and then after I have learned, I use the knowledge for where I travel next.
Then I think it's important for me to ask you. You may take your time with this decision. You are here. You came with us to Tara-Nar. You chose to be part of this next adventure.
I am sorry, Sir Braum. My name does not start with a hard K sound. I cannot possibly be your lover.
I get up and I walk out like I'm absolutely not. I'm not having this. No, I fucking kill her. Let's go.
All right, initiative. Let's
Yes.
Roll my dice.
She got me last time. Actually, maybe this is not a good idea.
go. She did
I
get
would
you
not
last time.
Full on
fight.
killed you last
I
time.
wouldn't fight her.
All right, what's up?
John's
Right now.
opening up his dice tower, so
I
I think
know.
you are.
No, I just thought it's actually very funny. I just wanted to make it very clear. The offer I made, of course, the oath to which we are bound together, it came at a time when both of us came through something very difficult. I, for one, believed that it was my destiny to train as many knights as I could, people to defend this realm. I've come to see that perhaps my life is meant to affect more. I wanted to tell you, Fala, if you choose to leave my service after this trip, you may. However, if you would like to continue in it in order to learn, in order to travel together, and in order to fight off forces of banality and destruction, I would gladly have you by my side. I would gladly try to have you knighted into House Gwydion.
I would no longer be serving you if I was to be knighted.
I know. I see you as a peer. I say that like, kind of quiet. I don't know if anyone else is like, well, there's no one else in earshot, I guess, but I still say it a little quiet.
We were made strange friends.
Very.
The path that we chose in order to get here was difficult. It is perhaps one that we can see to its next steps. Let us see what is going to happen with the High Queen. I put my trust in you. I will do so again. I should warn you, however, I am relatively certain that if I am to hear this Squire Jasper continue to speak in this fashion towards certain members of your party, I would feel compelled to defend their honor.
A true Gwydion at heart. Or at least someone offended by Jasper.
Just most people, to be honest.
Patches, your door is knocked on. After you've been given like a solid amount of time to like settle and shit.
I will. Who is it?
It's Gawain.
You can enter.
He opens the door, comes in. He's holding a very sort of classy looking, it would be like a folder, like a file folder, except like it looks like it's made of carbon steel.
It's one of those like
Carbon fiber.
It's pretty cool.
yeah, clipboards that's got like the metal to it.
Yeah. So, I should tell you that we've received a couple of messages before you arrived.
And I know that Braum has business with Lenore, but mine is somewhat separate. I just need a brief visit with her, if that can be arranged. With Queen Lenore. I'm sorry. I should be better about that.
Yeah, it would probably be appreciated. Look, any member of Ignite is going to be able to get access to the Queen when they need it, assuming that, the world isn't on fire, which at the moment it's not. But I figured you should have a look at this and let me know what you think.
And like,
So the first message
through it, yeah.
is directed towards all members of the Knocker contingent at Tara-Nar. It's from the Grand Bastin, from Fuse.
Oh, Fuse.
And it reads, "We understand that you will be visited soon by Patches. Don't fuck it up. Signed, Fuse." Second page is from Zister Flex, which reads, "Patches is coming, and if you know what's good for all knockers, you'll make sure that she's taken care of and supported in every way that she needs and left alone for every way she isn't. If I find out that you've done well, then I'll be sure to visit you and meet with you as you've requested. If I find that it hasn't, I'll still come."
I didn't realize Sister was Santa Claus.
Zister's in demand, and he doesn't like to travel a whole lot.
He's done great work, and he continues to do great work, but he keeps it mostly to himself these days.
So, the reason I brought you these two messages is because I have a question for you, and I want you to know that I'm asking this out of respect for somebody who I hold in very high esteem. And if it's enough to piss you off,
Better you know now.
you're responsible for bringing back Talus.
God, God damn, word spreads fast.
No. I happen to have some privileged information.
What do you want?
I want to know if he's happy.
Why the fuck would you care?
Ten years ago, I was brought up on charges at the Grand Vesta. Patent infringement. Which you should know among knockers is like...
It's kind of a big deal, yeah.
I had a rival who, and he was not pleased with me. I'd made an advancement that he thought should have rightfully belonged to him, and he managed to find a way to bring me up on charges. Zister's the one who cleared my name.
So you're asking whether Zister's happy?
Yeah.
Ah. Yeah.
Then I gotta tell you, even though I haven't told anybody else what I know, that I owe you. So aside from all of this fanciness that we've got around here, and aside from the fact that officially I'm your bitch, I owe you.
Okay, step one, shut the fuck up about Talus. Word will eventually get out, but let it go through the official channels.
Hasn't even crossed my lips once.
Good. Especially here. Especially here. Don't talk to anyone about it. If you need to, fucking wayfare somewhere else. Don't fucking do it here.
Understood.
With that out of the way, if you have any insight into how Lenore conducts business, not in any sort of spying way, but in a way of knowing which tools she most uses or most needs. I know that her response to everything when everything was going down was to get on the phone and call the right people, which I respect. I don't know whether the phone is actually her tool of choice or whether she has other means.
Lenore spends time in the workshop every week. It's one of the things that she insisted upon. For 6 hours, she gets uninterrupted time there. No one's allowed to approach her unless that it's by her request or unless the world's on fire.
That'll keep her alive.
Dougal know their shit. And they may not be like us, but they at least understand the value of working with your own hands, of creating something that's beautiful, that's worthwhile. It's one of the reasons why I can drum up even an ounce of Firkin respect for her.
Everything else going on didn't help. But one of the things that the High King lost was the love of beauty, the love of creation. Her continuing to work is something that I encourage you to support and to make it a mission of everyone here as a official liaison of the Grand Bastion is to encourage creativity.
Lenore works an awful lot with small things, and she's actually consulted once when she was very young with Zister Flex himself.
I know.
It's how she built her earpiece.
Mm-hmm.
He knows prosthetics. She needs good optics. It's the best I can tell you.
It's appreciated.
Anything else?
That's all for now.
Cool. Look, there's gonna be a fancy dinner.
Great, just seat me far from the people that I can offend by saying the wrong thing.
We aren't gonna be there.
Can you help put the right word with the right person for the seating arrangements? So I'm
Help.
not next to the High Queen and Mr. Snooty McButtface. that
We're gonna
will
invite you to join
get
us
stuck up.
instead.
If that won't offend people, awesome.
Look, the High Queen's not even gonna be there. This is a Red Branch kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm good. I've had enough of honor is good. And
My honor.
So I got one really last important question to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Seafood or barbecue?
why not both?
Okay.
Prawns are excellent on the barbecue.
I'm gonna pick you up around 7 o'clock.
I'll be ready.
Dress code super cash, okay?
I'm at Tara-Nar. There's no such thing as super cash for a knocker.
See you later. He closes the door.
Well, he's a sweetheart. Your mother pops out of the.
I want to text Incisor
Okay.
and say, I hope everything's fine back there. Have you spoken to Travis yet?
Wow.
Okay, that's sent off.
Wow.
I'll let you know when you get a
All of
response.
6 hours.
Just get a bunch of angry face emojis back, probably.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, one of these.
Since it's even had emojis, it's just like, fuck yeah.
Just the middle finger. What was that?
It's a text.
Oh, was that my
message
text
sent.
noise? I like it.
I thought she knew that it wasn't good etiquette to contact somebody after they've dumped you for at least a couple of days.
So we broke up like a few weeks ago. I guess
It's true. Has it only been a couple of days?
couple of days because we had Beltane
Yeah.
in like 1 or 2 days.
2
after.
days. 2 days ago.
Yeah. Hasn't been long.
Fine, period. Sorry, period. You weren't so angry when I bought you a hot chocolate. Anger face. Send back.
Like a little kid. She's like a little kid.
Yeah.
I love it. And then she does this on her bed. I'm just kidding. Braum would be like that too.
Okay.
Excellent.
I'll let you know if she texts back.
I'm gonna call the other peeps. I don't know, see what you guys are doing.
Yo, Dookie, pick up the phone. What's up?
I mean, we are basically of that era with Jasper over
Yeah,
there.
it's true.
Okay, so I'm just going to interrupt for a second. How do you ex Trueheart without breaking the oath? There are a couple of ways. First is that not all oaths
They
of
die.
Truehearts have a permanent time period. In fact, most don't. It's very common to swear an oath of Truehearts to somebody for a year and a day. Now, some people swear it for a year and a day and they just constantly re-up it, you know, like a phone contract.
Do you get a new model every couple of years or what?
You do, Braum. You
If
sure
if
do.
Braum does, yeah. Son of a.
And so that's one way. The other way is that both parties can mutually decide to end it.
Riley crosses out breakups. and
In
writes
Sophia
sentences
is the
line.
worst at doing breakups. Relationships.
Yep.
everything.
Wait.
She just has very swift romances.
They fly on wings of wax.
Ooh.
I don't know.
And she's the sun.
This year, what I renewed, I got a set of AirPods, and now I don't have to hear her.
Oh my god.
With my conversation.
Yeah, keep talking. Go ahead.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Braum?
What, through the wall?
I don't know.
Are you calling me?
I guess.
Sure. Lady Sophia, good. I was just going to take care of some business before our meeting with the High Queen.
Yeah, so about John, since he can't hear us.
All right,
Yeah,
shall we
let's get him.
reconvene in an hour?
I don't know how long this will take.
What are you doing? You sound weird, Braum.
The High Lord of House Gwydion needs to see me. He is notoriously out of touch, shall we say. I mean no ill will.
What do you think he wants?
Probably wants to know about our time in the dreaming, although that's not public yet, so how would he know? Ladies and gentlemen, John Verrill. John Verrill, ladies and gentlemen.
Perhaps he knows about your plans
Weird flex, but okay.
with the Red Branch?
Perhaps.
I mean, do you need his blessing for this anyway? How does that work? Sophia should probably know, but whatever.
I don't need his blessing for anything in my life.
Oh. What's wrong, Braum?
Whoa! What's wrong?
Jesus, Braum. What happened? Braum? Braum?
I've already hung up the phone.
Braum?
What?
What are you...
What?
Why are you so angry?
I'm not angry.
You sound angry.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
Braum, spit it out.
I'm sorry, I can't do this. I can't do this conversation.
I hang up the phone and call Patches.
Okay. I'll tell you in a bit.
Patches? Patches.
Yes, Sophia?
Hi, Patches. So Braum needs to have a quick meeting before we meet with the High Queen. Do you have any business you need to take care of here?
I mean, are we all visiting the Queen together?
Yes.
Do we have business with her as members of the Spark?
No, but she should see us. The last time we saw each other was not under
Because
ideal
Braum
circumstances.
has a meeting with her about the Red Branch, which
Yes.
you and I don't need to sit through.
Correct.
I don't know if you have reasons to talk to her, but like you also don't need to listen to my, like, do we, I guess, it's more efficient with her time if we all go together.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Fine.
Plus, she should know that even though we won't be a part of this new Red Branch, we still stand with them.
Okay, you have a point.
So I'll see you in an hour, possibly. Braum was very strange.
What
on the
time
phone.
is
I
it?
don't know how much time he needs. I have no idea
It's
what
like 4
time it
o'clock.
is.
Spend a moment.
Okay, I have plans at 7. Well, you have a fancy dinner too, so.
I do, and I'm going to require at least 2 hours to get ready, so this is not.
So we're probably going to talk to her tomorrow then.
All right, we'll talk to her tomorrow.
Oh, she's not available today.
Oh, perfect. Talk to her tomorrow.
Note under the
Great.
door.
Ignore
Not
this
today.
phone call.
Lenore.
Bye.
This message will self-destruct.
You can arrange with one of the valets when you wish to speak with the High Queen.
Let's say tomorrow morning. Does that work?
Okay. All right. So, anything else that you guys need to accomplish or talk? Any other political dealings that you need to make? Any other people you need to make feel uncomfortable? Any other crazy admissions?
Let me take that one, John. Crazy admissions. I guess I want to go and see Kyoko, I guess,
What
and
about
briefly.
this dude that you just said
I'm
you
gonna
hadn't
go see
talked to?
Alenion.
Duke Elenian.
Alenion. Okay.
When you open the door, Kyoko is sitting on top of her unpacked suitcase, holding a Nintendo Switch and just like poking around on it.
Are you moving in?
Oh, I was wondering when you would come and get me. You don't expect me to stay in here all alone, do you?
No.
Rabbits get very cold. Normally you have to install a heater.
I'm not too bad as a furnace myself.
Well, in some quarters you could be considered hot.
Look, why don't we sneak across the hall tonight in the dead of night? It will be like, I don't know.
Like we're at summer camp?
Exactly.
Does that excite you?
No.
Do you want me to find a t-shirt and a pair of cargo shorts?
I think we'll just end this at this point here. That's no more, please.
I could let loose a few mosquitoes in your room if that would make it hot for you.
The netting, maybe. What? You've always been good at impressions, especially of animals.
I wouldn't know.
Dame Kyoko. I need to speak with Duke Elenian.
What did you call me?
I called you Dame Kyoko,
That makes me sound like I'm 70.
aren't you?
I could be if you wanted me to be.
I need to see this.
What happened with Elenian was a long time ago.
It was.
And I understand that members of her house aren't very good at letting go of grudges.
So you've noticed then.
Do you want to be better than our house?
Yes.
You're going to have to go alone, won't you?
Most likely. Wanted to know if you wanted to come along at least for a walk.
I can accompany you, yes. We
Um,
could sing campfire songs. I'll bring a bag of marshmallows and
I'll
some
bring
sharpened
the
sticks.
Oh, I was going to bring the sticks. I guess I'll just
Oh,
bring
you're
the
going to have to bring
planks.
the graham crackers and the chocolate.
Okay.
Also, some adobo chili sauce.
Is that for the s'mores as well?
Have you ever had a slightly spicy s'more?
I get the feeling I may.
They're very gooey. But just a little bit caliente.
Lady Kyoko, I'm finding myself somewhat attracted to your manner of speaking.
Yeah, that was the point. Look, if we're going to be going, you should at least reach out in advance to make sure that he's available and ready to receive you.
Let's see if he even responds.
He summoned you, of course he'll respond.
All right.
I wish I knew why that happened.
Yeah. I will let you know when I'm ready. And I'm gonna go and try to find someone to get a message to Duke Elenian.
You have a bell pull, it's right there. Pull it.
Dong! I assume
They'll come along in a little bit. That moment of anticipation is meant for you to appreciate them that much more. Sure, you could use your cell phone, but I mean, they really like the slow.
Who would I even call? Come in.
A happy little page stands in front of you.
Aw.
Young, like maybe 16, and just a troll who is already very tall, so he's not little, but yeah, he's there.
His Grace Elenian ap Gwydion wanted to see me. I am Sir Braum ap Gwydion. Could you find out if he is taking visitors at this hour?
Yeah, right away. And he turns around and he leaves.
I had a stutter too. For a time.
Alan Young. Anything for you two?
No, just getting ready for my dinner.
Ditto.
What are we wearing? Great question.
Not
I
my
don't think
super
anyone
fancy outfit, just my slightly less fancy outfit. I don't want to put in too much of an effort. I don't want to overshadow these
Jumpsuit with pockets?
novices.
Jumpsuit
Yes.
with pockets. Yes.
Accept.
Are jumpsuits with pouches acceptable?
Just modeling the shit out of it.
Jumpsuits
in
with
life?
pockets and like a tool belt,
Nice.
but like a classy like a leather tool belt.
Oh.
Bun Bun isn't here to fashion
It's
bunny.
true.
It's true.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Kyoko walks with you after the page comes back and makes it clear that he will receive you. You'll have to cross the grounds. He's waiting in the Gwydion's keep,
All right.
as it were.
John, he's traveled to be here.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, from Germany or something, from Europe somewhere, no?
The Duchy of Liberty's Heart.
Oh, Jesus, I'm very wrong. I don't even know where that is.
It's in Concordia, I think.
Okay. Whoops.
Let me see if I can find that out for you.
Would it be rude to say Yokiro Taco Bell? The Liberty Bell at Taco Bell. It wasn't
My
great.
God.
It was a reach. It was a real reach.
How much etiquette do you have?
More than enough to know that
Enough
I
to
have a
know
problem.
It's in Pennsylvania.
Well, wow.
So
really
no.
wrong. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay. Penn
The
State,
Kingdom of Apples.
my alma mater. Go Penguins. Right. Let's fucking play. Does Mario Lemieux still play for the Braum, how old are you, buddy?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Maria Lemieux still owns the Penguins.
Like playing in a way. All right, okay. All right.
She stops just outside the keep.
What could he want after all this time?
Perhaps he wants forgiveness. I bet that's it.
Many people want forgiveness. It's hard to ask for it.
It was a long time ago.
It was.
His memory is probably still quite fresh, despite what we've heard.
I'll try to keep that in mind.
Very well. I'll be here.
I hope I won't be too long.
Would it embarrass you if I kissed your cheek? Well, now it's embarrassing me. But she rises up on her toes and,
It's adorable. Okay.
go.
What?
All right.
I said nothing.
As he heads in.
Could we take a tiny
Yes, we can.
breaker poo? Thank you.
Do we have to call it that, though?
A breaker poo!
Bye. Liz, are you getting up to get drink? Yeah. Can I have some water? Or something. Could be anything. Thanks. Wait.
You crazy kids. in your-
Whoa! That was great. What the fuck? Drink plot? The fuck?
You crazy kids, and you're like, oh, well, we all have different reasons for being here.
What? We all have what?
Different reasons for being in
yeah.
Tara-Nar.
Well, yeah.
Liz, you're ruining it. You're ruining it. Oh, sorry, Miss Stridge. You know, but now you can enjoy your ice cream without having to worry about it, like, getting spit taken or whatever.
If you were offered ice cream right now, would you take it?
Yes.
Would you take it?
Yes.
What kind of ice cream would you want?
No, it's very dirty. Sorry.
Honestly, like when ice cream was first brought up, I just thought of like soft serve vanilla, but
Oh, thank you.
usually I'm more of a mint chocolate chip or
Thank you.
coffee ice cream or dippery, anything.
Doesn't have to be full.
That soft serve is,
So good.
yeah. You know, I actually had a craving the other day. I used to, way back in the day, like, you know, maybe elementary school, my parents often would go out and like, once a week they'd buy like a strange flavor of Breyers. You know, like stranger, because we'd have like Neapolitan or whatever, for, you know, often in the house.
Ah, yes. Where you open up the box and it's just the strawberry ice cream that's left, and you're like,
It's so
we're out of
true,
Neapolitan ice
Because
cream.
I would take the, yeah, it's true, I would take the vanilla, and anyway. But I had a craving the other day to retry some flavors that I have very vivid memories of that probably don't exist anymore. Pink bubble gum, some sort of really strong neon blue flavors, like, you know, blueberry or whatever, but it was like a really gross neon, and they had some sort of multicolor rainbow flavor as well. It was like a pastel-y candy thing. It was very strange.
Let me tell you, if I could have something right now,
Holy shit, everyone. Yeah.
peanut butter chocolate chunk. Possibly at TCBY.
We did throw you at the end of Exalted, right? Yeah.
Detour?
Yeah, we did a Froyo session. A
Maybe.
Froyo session as recommended by Aragorn.
Is it a little gauche to have a Froyo session before a campaign has ended?
Are you saying you want to go to TCBY after this?
I'm
Yes.
saying I want to go to TCBY for a game at some point.
Sure.
Not
Are
straight
you
from
saying
there,
you want to go to
obviously.
TCBY after this?
Maybe. Damn it, maybe. Fuck, maybe.
Yeah, if not, we have it up across the street, so
It's true. It's very
we
true.
can get.
You know,
Oh no, Aragorn, I'm sorry. The country's best yogurt has now this country's second best yogurt. I think is probably what's happening.
it's one of those things. It's a cliche thing to
Coffee,
ask,
coffee.
but sometimes I'll ask it for very new role players. I'll ask, "What is your character's favorite flavor of ice cream?" And the only reason why I ask is so that they have to think about something about their character that doesn't involve like their parents being dead or
Yeah.
their like their village burning down.
Yeah.
Or
Yep. Super fair.
Why not both?
Hey, I think that was my last D&D character.
I mean, that was my first D&D character, but my character had burned down but she didn't remember. That was like,
Oh,
the
shit.
thing, was
Okay.
She had set the fire, and so she just remembered all the scars on her face because she had 7 charisma.
remember,
I was
kids.
like, that's really good. Not in D&D.
Nope.
Remember, kids. Deaths in family are one way to make sure that your character has, a kickstart into the plot, but it's tired.
Yeah, I was like, how do I make Val have a really fucked up background so that maybe that's what causes people to be fucked up.
Having a family.
No,
Sorry.
just having,
Wow.
it's like, I don't remember what I specifically researched. Trauma, probably.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Think so.
Yeah. Emotional trauma.
My last memory of a TCBY was eating an orange frozen yogurt with chocolate sauce and watching this lady tempt a pigeon into her lap at the bus station, and she did it, and I was so jealous.
Did she
I
tempt
was like
it
6.
with ice cream or yogurt? Or just like with breadcrumbs or something? Because that's pretty cool.
Yeah, orange chocolate is a great flavor, actually, at the dippery. I seem to recall enjoying that.
I remember sitting outside of a TCBY with Scott,
There's
eating.
a lot of these stories. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of them. But like eating shivers, because that's what we had ordered, and it was the kind of night that like it was warm, but like it was honestly like not so warm that you couldn't like wear a jacket outside, but we were still eating frozen yogurt. It was great.
Yeah, I had a good memory of that too.
Scott currently holds the record for the most times that I've been sitting outside eating with him way too late at night, but it being a perfect night for just like talking forever. It's been some good days. Some good days.
There's a Jot. There's a character in Hitchhiker's Guide Volume 4 or whatever, who is a rain god, a storm god. He doesn't know, but the rain follows him everywhere, right? I like to think of myself as like a positive energy magnet person, you know? If you're with me, nothing can...
So Liz, there
That's
might
why
be
crazy shit
TCBY
happens
after
when he goes
this.
away. Or there might not.
It's a good face.
I just had ice cream yesterday. I might sit and watch other people eat TCBY.
Oh yes,
No more than one turn 24-hour period, okay. Yes,
I see some of us are too good for eating ice cream.
No. Liz just they just finished a
It's a
healthy
lot, it's a
eating
lot.
thing. You don't have to go full
of
back
sudden
into poutine and ice cream.
reintroducing
Ice cream 24/7.
My bad habits right away.
I do, I should, I must.
We can drink lots of coffee and eat lots of chocolate. These two can have their Doritos.
Wait. No, that's true, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Oh.
The Gwydion Keep is, it's not ostentatious, funnily enough.
Surprise. Oh, okay.
While on the inside, there's definitely signs of that you are in a Gwydion space, and while everybody who is here is at least nominally representing the colors, there isn't like huge draperies or anything like that. And possibly this is because previously they didn't have to. I mean, David was the High King, and so therefore he was like big cheese. Big man on campus.
Oh, such a big king.
But when you walk in, you get the impression that there's a lot of people here who are, actually, roll me your perception empathy, please.
Ooh.
No Sophia to help you this time.
Take that, Braum. 4 successes.
There are people here who are feeling quite guilty when you come in. They are looking away from you, not out of like shame or out of recrimination, but out of guilt.
It's odd. Do I know where to go?
Oh yeah, you've been here before.
Oh, great, okay.
His
Maybe
personal
amnesia.
study is on the 2nd floor.
Let me go up, stand outside the door for a moment.
There's no one outside. There's no one attending it. It's quiet here.
I knock.
No answer.
I knock again louder.
Who is it?
Sir Braum Masden, ap Gwydion, at your service. Your Grace. Too much?
You may enter.
I do. Oh. Thanks, everybody. I enter his study.
There's a massive hourglass sitting on his desk. By massive, it's easily the size of your torso.
Okay.
And the sands that are running down it are reflecting light in odd ways. If you look at it for long enough, you can almost swear that you can count each individual grain tumbling, and you can hear it. As it falls down.
Does it seem to be on a very long timer? If that makes sense.
Yes.
It's not falling very quickly. Yeah.
No. But it is radiating glamour. What's your kenning?
Good? 4.
Yeah. So, like, even in this place, it's very noticeable. And he's staring at the sands as they fall. The inside of his study is lit only with flame. A few gas lights on the sides and a fireplace that's roaring currently. He is dressed in what could be only charitably described as a very elaborate house coat. He has very fine features, I mean, to be expected for an Arcadian she, but they're lined. He's old. He looks much older than the last time that you saw him. And yet, his body is sprightly. He doesn't acknowledge you beyond what he asked when you came in, but he'll let you do what you like.
I'll just take a step towards the desk and then take a knee, but I'll gaze up towards the hourglass as well.
Glad to see you still have your manners.
Thank you, Your Grace.
And he dangles a hand with a ring on it.
I take the hand. I kiss the ring. If that is expected, I think it is. That's what that is. Okay, good. We're good. Phew.
Your name crosses lips here. He hasn't even looked at you. He is still just staring at these sands.
That hopefully is because my deeds bring honor to this house.
Honor. Curious that you would bring this up, you, Sir Braum Madsen. Honor. You, who could not even control the succession of the throne.
I see. You believe it was my place to take control of it, to make sure that the succession stayed with House Gwydion.
David could not be saved by you, and his legacy could not be saved by you.
I respectfully disagree, Your Grace.
This is the second time you've done that with me. The first did not go so well for you either, did it?
Perhaps if I had been given more clear instructions from my house.
Instructions, and he stands up and he rips his glance away from the hourglass. Instruction? Do you not know how to serve Gwydion as it has served you? Do you need to use your gifts to tell the truth that escapes from my lips when I tell you that you are a disgrace in my eyes? That I know what no one else in this house knows, and at the same time, I also can see that this throne that sits here in this palace, this castle, was under your thumb, and you abandoned it.
I did not.
Bad enough that you've shacked up with a Liam. But to say that you can't even control an oath breaker for the good of Concordia itself.
Your Grace, sir, surely you know that it was High King David's dying wish that she be made regent.
The dying wish of a bedlam-addled fool.
So we no longer respect him. Is that it?
We're in my chambers, and I will speak truth. Do you know that I looked into it? Do you know who you travel with?
I travel with members of what was once the Red Branch.
Zister Flex's lapdog. And a harp player.
You have a beautiful hourglass here, Your Grace.
Yes, it is. And he stares back at it again, as if the sands calm him, and he sinks back down into his chair.
Jesus. Your Grace, my traveling companions are none of your concern. They allow me to do what I must, to serve, to protect.
I give you what you must to serve and protect. I arranged your training. I'm the one who took a chance on a granite-covered troll.
A good chance, I think.
No? The dust that surrounds me in here feel like it's shed from your skin. Every time I hear of your deeds, it's not in the name of Gwydion, but of yourself. You are the one who has made choices that disgrace everything that we hold. You are the one who made sure that High King David ended up in a pauper's grave alongside his adopted daughter.
I need to roll willpower, I think. Like, yeah.
Is it 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Hey,
Punch this guy.
we can wait if you need to.
Wait.
If you're not ready.
Close the door behind me.
Hey, so, you don't need to bring the Zeron with you, do you?
Oh no.
Yeah. Hey, look, you want to go off-site for a bit?
I'm sorry, I thought there was a dinner.
Yeah. Yeah, you said you wanted seafood and barbecue.
Look, what? You said there was a dinner.
Yeah. It's off-site.
Okay, why didn't you mention that in the first place?
I had to find a place that served both seafood and barbecue.
Okay, are there other people that are gonna be there?
Yeah, like about 50 other knockers.
Okay, so why are you asking if I want to go off-site?
I just wanted to be sure it was fine with you. You've been kind of jumpy ever since you got here.
Think back to what was going on when I was last here.
Yeah, I get it. I understand. I've been working really hard to try to make sure that this place is somewhere we can exist again.
Your lack of clarity isn't reassuring me. Let's go.
Whoop.
Okay, hold up. You were offered so much from the Grand Best Inn.
Remember those 2 letters you showed me?
Yeah, I do. Would
If
rather
you
that
invite someone to dinner when they are at Tara-Nar, and then you arbitrarily show up and just mention, oh yeah, we're going off-site. You know, just clarifying where the plans are ahead of time rather than at the last minute.
You really have been hurt, haven't you?
Badges, folks.
Hurt?
Yeah, hurt.
Look, are we going to dinner or are we not?
Let's try this again, shall we? Hey, so we're ready for dinner.
Great, where are we going?
We're going to this place that's just a bit north.
Great, let's go.
Jesus fucking Christ. And he turns around and he just starts walking away.
I'm following.
You a driver or are you a passenger?
Driver. But if you know the way, you can drive. Assuming you trust your skills.
Oh shit, yeah, the bet.
Whoops.
Who? Braum did it first.
Braum did.
My not like snapping at Zeron wasn't enough.
He's not disappointed, he's confused.
Yeah.
There's a
I am
big
also
difference.
confused. Yeah.
By the way, you hear this exchange, or at least part of it.
Oh yeah, because we're in the hallway right outside.
Sorry, did you give an answer to driver or passenger?
I said driver, but if you know
And he
the way,
reaches
you
into
can
his
drive.
pocket and he just flips keys behind him. I hope you like it.
Thanks.
When you get outside, it is,
To do this. Boop, 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 boop.
no, it's a 1960s Mustang convertible.
Oh,
This thing's been juiced up. And it's not like knocker juiced in terms of like, you know, like, oh, I've added like a microwave.
Is
nuclear
Gowan
engine.
average height for a knocker?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's short. He's short.
Am I allowed to know what his appearance is? I'm not
Yeah.
Sophia. I don't know how to like size people up and know how hot they are.
I think it's something you just know, bruh.
His appearance is 2.
Okay, cool.
damn it, Sophia.
I have to write these things down.
It's
She's like looking through a peephole. She's like, yeah, that looks like a 2 out there.
Some people have no notes
It's
for
it
others.
is a, so it's a muscle car. It's a marvelous machine. It's definitely been very well taken care of.
Right. We're in the land of the free here. All right, where
You,
to?
you don't like my car?
It's. I'm sure the modifications are wonderful. I just.
Oh my god!
I live in
Double
a city
disappointment.
where, having a convertible is a waste of money because of all the shitty weather we have. It'll rust to shit after one winter, so. So,
Get in.
Comes with Fenris, I think you won again. Just one more. But...
Well, he's not a noble.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
This guy? No.
Yeah, you're right.
So as you
knocker
turn it on,
noble.
it like the thing is, these kind of cars don't turn on; they rumble to life, right? Like the sort of vibrations that get you like right from your groin, right all the way up to the base of your spine, right? Like it's if you're into cars, it's just like,
Oh, wait.
but then you hear a slight rumble, and it starts to rain.
she's not dissing the Mustang, she's dissing how much he's compensating.
The touche.
It starts to rain. Except
I look for a
when
button.
you
Yeah,
it
yeah. Like the rainfall though.
and the rain just falls on either side of the car.
That's a neat modification.
Despite the fact that it's open, the rain cannot enter the car itself.
That's pretty cool.
So do normies just not notice this?
Let's just say that the mists do a pretty good job of concealing it.
Good to know.
We're headed to a freehold known as the Span.
Can I roll to see if I know anything about it?
Yeah, sure.
What would that be?
Grammar.
And that's intelligence
Yep.
grammar?
A glambrella. There you go.
Hey.
This is
3
the first time I've wanted to
successes.
kick Patches in the tush.
3.
3 successes. Span is a freehold that isn't. It has workshops in it.
Mm-hmm.
It is a knocker-held freehold. It is not nearly like as prestigious as
No.
the Spark is meant to be. The thing is, it actually has knockers working in it. The Spark is a prestigious workshop, but it's really only built to handle like very specialized projects. Like only a few knockers can work in it at a time because it's still relatively small. This one is the sort of place where you can get like 30 or 40 knockers working at once inside, which is pretty good. It's just like, the balefire is kind of like its glamour source isn't quite as strong, and like they just don't have access to the latest equipment, and they don't have a master sitting at the top like Zister. They have, impressive. They're certainly not like an embarrassing place for knockers, but
So we're headed to the Span?
it's a restaurant that is close to it, and they've agreed to cater.
Very
So-
kind. Great. See, there's another tip. Mention that you're going to the Span. That's a good thing. That's an exciting destination.
So you're the kind of person who hates surprise parties.
Not necessarily.
Okay, they're not going to be hiding in the dark,
Good.
but there's a lot of people there who want to meet you.
Well, you've already seen how disappointing I am, so maybe you should text them so that they're ready for it.
You're a knocker. I don't have to text them in advance to let them know that some bitch is showing up.
I guess we're more liberal in the north as well.
Liberal?
Look, we're knockers. We swear left, right, and center, but gendered swears don't necessarily go over with us.
Wouldn't that make you less...
Canadians, eh? Sorry, eh?
Aren't you British?
just as long as we're handing out tips here.
Yep. I'm not a diplomat.
I got instructions from the Grand Bestin, and I got instructions from Zister Flex, two who I very much hold in high esteem. You are not doing them any favors.
Nope. Their loss. I don't know why they decided to make me such an important pisher, but here they are. Treating me like some knocker. Like I'm important.
He just leans on the side of the car door.
I have skill, I have expertise, and I was in the right place at the right time to stop the knockers from fucking up their entire existence. Now everyone wants to kiss my ass.
And you don't like this.
People start kissing my ass and then they see how it tastes.
Fucking hell, man.
It's like the most knocker thing I've ever heard. Oh my god. I love it.
Other than ass kissing, is there a theme to this party? I'm not a dignitary. I don't laud people wanting to meet me and shake my hand.
I bust you out of a Red Branch hand job party to bring you to a place where you might be surrounded by people who are a little more interesting, so that maybe we'll be able to get some decent fucking food.
If it's a good party, I am down. I just don't want it to be a Patches hand job party. I'm not down for that.
It's not a Patches hand job
Good,
party.
thank you. That was my question.
I mean, unless you want it to be, I guess.
He just slumps down in the seat. Just keep going.
And charisma. And charisma. And charisma. And one etiquette. Cha-cha.
There's like some red cap levels of insulting going on there.
Wowzers.
Sophia?
It's dinner time.
When I'm ready for dinner, I'm going to head on down.
So as you're just about to head out, you see McAllister heading outside, and he's sort of tightening his sash around himself. And it looks like he's having a little bit of difficulty getting something set exactly right. And he's just shifting it back and forth, and it's hard, but it seems because his arm just isn't working the way that it should.
Lord McAllister, can I help you with that?
Oh, yeah, sure.
You look very dashing, if I may say.
I appreciate it. What are you doing?
What do you mean?
What are you doing with just... You're too perfect.
Thank you. Are we heading in the same direction?
We're all going to the same party, yes. What am I doing with the accent? Hold on a second. Let's recalibrate this shit.
Oh, crunch.
Perfect.
Here we are. Now we're back on track, folks.
When in doubt, just look at Scott and he'll go,
You know, I invented that. That's my trigger
Thank
phrase.
God Cheeks isn't here.
Oh, shit.
Cheeky, run. Run. Oh, no.
Damn it.
Scottish accent's hard.
I agree.
It's not as if you got, our Braum here is... We've had our differences.
The end?
Aren't you too good for him?
For traveling with Braum? I don't understand what you're trying to say. You can speak plainly to me. I won't be offended.
We're all broken. Every last one of us. We join the service because we want to help, because we can't help ourselves. Nope, still fucked it up. Can't do it today. I just don't have it.
a different voice. It's fine.
You've got goat legs.
So embarrassing. Damaged. So what do we do about it, eh? We join up, we serve king and country. And you travel with him, you join his motley. Why?
Because while I may not have ties to the Red Branch, I have ties to a Red Branch Knight. I believe in what he believes in.
There is no such thing as a Red Branch Knight anymore. It doesn't exist.
The idea of it still does. And it will live again.
You know, it's gonna take him to get it done. Braum's always had this idea that I think that some of us just don't have anymore.
Maybe that's why I travel with him.
It breaks my heart.
He has so much idealism.
You realize that most of the granite that's on his skin, it comes from his brain. Like a growth that just exits his ears.
I don't think so. A lot of things may go over his head, but his heart's in the right
Why
place.
are you clipping everything? Don't be doing that. It's difficult to do this.
Oh my god.
I heard you play.
Did you?
It was at a recording, but I heard you play. And I understand that a recording can't possibly capture what you're capable of. And I've seen the way that Zisterflex thrusts patches. It means that the two of you are exceptional. The fact that you're traveling with him makes me wonder whether there's something I've done wrong.
I think you're selling both of you short. I really do.
I hate it.
Do you truly not see how exceptional he is? And how exceptional you must be?
I'm an administrator. That's it. I sit here and I make sure that all the other Red Branch Knights know what's going on.
I've seen home fires.
It's because I can't go out there anymore. I don't have it in me. The last time that I faced off against Braum, he must have taken it easy on me.
You inspire from the freehold.
Inspire from the hilt of me
There
sword.
is no shame in that. Not everyone can be on the field. There needs to be someone back home giving orders. Somebody for people to come back to and be re-inspired when they've lost all hope.
It's not what I want to be.
Well, maybe it's what you are. Instead of rejecting it, try finding the joy in the beauty of it. That's all I saw when I visited home fires for the first time. When you return home, maybe take a closer look.
We should get going to the party.
We should.
Would you help an old goat try to get there?
Of course. Offer my arm.
He takes it. Normally I wouldn't be so quick to discard me pride, but it's not every day that I get to have such an escort on the way there.
It's my honor.
No, I think today it's mine. He starts to plop his way over. Plop, plop.
Clap, click, clap.
Do you know where I got this? It was a gift.
From whom, Your Grace?
David himself. He told me that using this, I could see time. And I'm beginning to think that he was right. So you haven't come to apologize?
I would like to put my past behind me.
It's not what I asked. Your past stays with you. Your history stays with you. Well, for most of us. Maybe not some.
Would it help mend our relationship, Your Grace?
I don't want any lies from you. Do you know what you've taken from me?
No, I don't. I honestly do not know what I have taken from you.
Far be it from me to criticize the illustrious Sir Braum, the hero. But the fact that you take away one of my best, it should have been you. left behind there to rot on that table.
I see.
You let your heart get in the way, and the rest of us have to suffer. And now I see that it's happened again.
Death before dishonor.
You should have chosen death.
I had to make a choice, Your Grace. The choice was between letting her go and knowing that her soul had been destroyed forever. Did you know that?
I know that she ended up not leaving that building, and that you did. Just as I know that it's some Dougal sitting on that throne.
Those are unrelated.
No, they are. They're related by you. Disappointments just seem to crop up whenever you're around.
If I could change that day and save her, I would. Of course I would. You know this.
Do you know what I know? I know that if you were given the power to, you would save her for no one else but yourself. You've never thought of the bigger picture. A Red Branch knight more concerned with his own glory and his own heart than for the needs of his house and the needs of his country.
If my thoughts are narrow in scope, it is because I am too stupid to see the big picture, not because I don't want to.
Finally, I see truth in this place. I will not have stupidity stand in this office. Get out, and don't ever come back until you have managed to see wisdom and intelligence.
I am sorry, Your Grace. I am leaving.
What's your
Something?
manipulation subterfuge? That does. Never coming back.
Yeah, right, for this. It is
Yep.
3.
3. Okay. Let's see how well 10 dice does at a difficulty of 3. Oh, I botched.
Thanks you. No, okay. Oh, damn it. No, I'm so excited.
Did you lie when you said that you were sorry?
Can I ask, in relation to what question?
Was Braum sorry when he said, "I'm sorry"?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Dinners for all of you.
Hooray!
You two attend the same dinner. The two flanking. I realize when I do this, like, it doesn't actually look like anything to the people, but I'm going to ask you to roll your charisma etiquette, please.
Okay.
Patches.
May I spend a point of willpower?
Is
When
high
you-
society factor in?
Oh, fuck yes. Difficulty is 6 for both of you.
6 successes.
3 successes.
All right. I'll get to you in a second.
You just said my name, so
I know. Despite the fact that what happened after you left that meeting must have been, not pleasant, you managed to make a sparkling appearance. There aren't just Red Branch people here. There's also dignitaries from various houses. The highest ranking individual would be the High Queen's steward, who is there. You impress. People are impressed by the show of heroism in this room. There's obviously some talk of the fact that the regent is here. or the former regent. Lady Sophia, you bring the fucking house down. Do you choose to play? You're given the option.
If people ask out of more so than just politeness.
It's more like after dinner when everybody's like enjoying themselves, somebody like offhandedly mentions like, but of course we wouldn't be so lucky as to have,
If a couple of people do that, then yes, she would.
Okay.
But if it's just like one,
So it goes very well.
Braum.
they have to really want it.
However, here's the unfortunate bit. I'm also going to ask you to roll perception etiquette, both of you. And while you're doing that, Patches. Patches, I'm going to have you roll either charisma or manipulation and crafts.
I really didn't want to do well on this roll because I was like, I'm so upset I wouldn't pay attention. This is a triple botch on the table, John.
Whoa!
This is so intense, guys.
Oh my god, I love
Okay,
it.
great.
I was like, oh, I'd really rather not do well here.
I got 1 success.
Okay. Sophia,
Yeah.
you are in such demand that you are being swept up from conversation to conversation to conversation, right? Like there's never a moment where you get to sit down before somebody else has to come up and experience the joy and pleasure of your company. You actually managed to put Liam on the map here, and you managed to hear at least once somebody, not any of the Red Branch people, but somebody whispering to somebody else, and I thought that I would never want to have a Liam at one of these things, but she is delightful.
I mean, she's wonderful for a Liam.
You know what? Baby steps. It's fine.
You also notice, however,
But a
that
Liam.
there's another she getting this treatment.
Interesting.
It's Zeron.
Oh.
But it's not as fawning as you've seen like the groupies have been for him, but it's very much a like, come over here and let me show you something. Come over here and I want to just, it's people want things. And you have to roll me stamina, please, by the end of it. Braum.
Yes.
Just stamina?
Yeah, just straight up stamina. No, stamina, you know what? Stamina etiquette. Let's go for it.
Beans.
Let's go
Stamina
for it.
etiquette.
Stamina etiquette. Difficulty is 7. Braum, it's hard to say what's about to happen to you.
Oh.
What'd you get?
3 successes.
So you managed to bear up quite well, but it is very clear that people are not giving you space.
Okay.
There's very much a like, you are the toast of the party, and therefore people are just like clinging to you. You don't get a chance to speak with any Red Branch knight the entire night, including Braum.
How does Braum look?
I don't know, how does Braum look?
He's putting on a show.
I mean, what he's wearing. No, I'm kidding.
I mean,
You
I
seem
thought this
happy?
was Flannel Town.
Oh my god, is it
No,
a flannel
I'm just
suit?
kidding.
Braum.
Oh, amazing. Yes.
You witness a slightly boozed up Lord leaning over Kyoko and being quite inappropriate with his suggestions of perhaps, maybe they could get to know each other better, maybe they could, and she is treating us with like remarkable grace and just being like, okay, and then she just steps away, but he just keeps coming back again and again and again, just like hammering home on this idea that she could spend time with them.
I'm walking over, I'm taking his elbow, and I'm politely guiding him to a corner of the room.
What's going on?
Come with me.
Unhand me. I'm the Lord of Wessex.
I'm sure you are.
It's an autumn she. His appearance is 3.
Sucker!
He's like still got some magnetism though. Sucker! Ah!
We're waiting for him to blossom.
Wow. I want to take him over to a corner. You may not be able to hear me right now, but I need you to hear as much as you can. What you are doing is inappropriate. It is wrong. You will leave this party immediately, or I will throw you out on your ass or your face. Your choice. Make it now.
He reaches forward and he takes one finger.
Yeah.
And he just. I'll go. He turns around and he just walks out, and Kyoko watches it and just. I did have it handled.
And then go back to her. I know, I'm sure.
Patches, successes.
If it was what was the difficulty?
Difficulty for you is 5.
Oh, well then I have 2 successes. 4 if it had to do with mechanisms.
Yes.
Great, 4 successes.
4?
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh.
So when you arrive,
because I'll just say that my goal was to ask people about what they've been working on.
So when you arrive, it's sort of like it's almost like a cross between a party, science fair, and like when all the cars show up outside the Orange Julep. People are just bringing people are just bringing their shit, and like, but nobody has brought anything that is at all like important. It's all frivolous shit. And it seems to be like that's the theme of the night, is that you're supposed to bring a thing that is just like, yeah, I built a thing that cracks walnuts and also polishes my car. Like fucking like, why? But everyone's enthusiastic about what they're doing and showing it off. But the thing is that there's a few knockers, you included, who don't have anything. So they've opened the workshop. The one rule is you can't go in the workshop with any food. And immediately, like, half the knockers in that break that rule.
I go in with a drink, but I don't bring any food.
And there's like one knocker
I toe the
outside.
line.
Like, there's the nerd knocker who's like, "Hey guys, no food in the workshop."
Can I smoke in here?
And then the knocker's like, "We no, of course you can't. We have." And then someone else is like, "You can vape."
Stop it, Pee-wee.
Yeah, I guess there's too much sawdust in here anyway. I'll wait till
Nah,
after.
it's more like there's explosive fumes that can happen, and yeah, fuck it. And he like, psst.
It's okay. There's sawdust. There's spray paint. There's all kinds of crafting going on in here. I can wait.
Mac has never had a Scottish accent from our last episode. Where did we get that idea? Fuck me.
It's okay.
Fuck having
Too many NPCs that you
too many
see every
too many
like,
NPCs. B,
6 months.
having players who are like, I'm gonna go check.
Yeah.
And they're just like, okay, here's the thing. Just whatever you can make it like an hour. Just go for it. Just have something that you can
1
show off.
hour build.
Hey, where are you from?
Like recently Montreal, more further back, across the ocean.
Cool. I'm from New York.
Nice.
Here's like, and he just
Like the
starts
city?
dumping shit like
The city
on
or the
your
region?
workstation. Like upstate New York. Yeah. So here, go ahead, and like every knocker here, just like, with the exception of Gian, what's his name?
Gawain?
Gawain.
Gawain.
Yeah. With the exception of Gawain, everybody here is just like, hey, look at my shit, or alternately, hey, what's that shit?
Yeah, that was basically what her goal was before she knew what the party was. She was like, "Okay, I've really fucked up. I'm gonna like shut up, except to ask like, what are you working on, and how does this work?"
So
Hey, what's that shit? Hey, what's
most
that?
people at this point are just like trading insults, but they're very good-natured insults, and that's actually something that you do know how to do. So there's a bit like, okay, there we go.
I'm sorry.
Okay, then no.
So I would like to craft a music box
Okay.
that's shaped like a Tetris block that plays the Tetris theme.
How does it play the Tetris theme? Like mechanically or digitally?
Depends on what I have available. I'm gonna say
Magic?
mechanically because I have craft mechanisms.
Okay, so you have a piece,
Cling, cling, cling.
So it's just like a T.
and when you right now it's a line piece, but you can like shift the blocks
Blocks.
to make other things, and it changes the key.
Nice.
That's so good.
Yes.
That's so good.
And like, there's at least 3 knockers that are like, I freaking love Tetris. That's my jam. Wait, what did
Oh,
Jasper's here,
Jasper,
no.
Get the fuck, get him out of here.
And then, like, things seem to be smoothed over. Gawain himself points at his car and just shows the... It seems like that's new and that he hadn't tested it before tonight.
Oh.
And he's very happy that it worked. Some of the knockers don't know who you are at all. Some of them know who you are vaguely, and they're like, oh yeah, you're Zister Flex's, like, steward. And, like, that's it. And some of them are like, Zister Flex, man, yeah. But, like, they don't really have any interest in talking much more beyond that because they still have to show off their cool shit. And there's a few knockers who come up to you and they say, like, I lived at Tara-Nar last year. And for a while there, it looked like we weren't going to make it. Thanks.
You were there. You saw how bad it got. Unfortunately, I'm going to ask that you carry that burden forward and make sure that the newbies don't forget, that they don't go down that same path that those did.
It's not going to happen. I like your Tetris thing. It's cool.
Thanks.
I invented a razor that shoots out cooling gel while you're shaving your legs, except the only problem is that the blade keeps popping out and just ricocheting off my shower wall, so I don't know how to lock it in there properly because the gel gets in the mechanisms, and I want to make sure that it keeps the blah, 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 blah.
Just like grab some like super glue off the edge that's like waterproofed and hold it for a bit.
There you go.
When you leave the party, Jasper is standing outside, and he very quickly tucks away an electronic pen vape thingy. Yo.
Yo.
Does the lady need a help to get back to her apartments?
The lady is all right. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. Cool.
Have a good night, Jasper.
And you, my lady, have an excellent evening.
Can I, like, as I'm walking away, text Zeron and just say, you did a miracle?
It's 25 minutes after you send the original text, and the answer is, so sorry that this is late getting back to you. I hope so. But it's the following morning. Jasper vapes?
Question mark?
What doesn't Jasper do?
Great
It's a
question.
really good question.
WWJD. Jasper. Yeah.
You are acknowledged in the marble hall.
Oh, shit. Gross.
This is only meant to be a very brief acknowledgement, and then at which point you are going to retire to chambers, but Lenore is on the grand throne with Caliburn flaming behind her as it sits behind it. There is a very gracious acknowledgement to all that you three are honored guests here. A reminder of what occurred almost a year ago, and a reminder that it is only through the vigilance of the people that the crown can continue to function. You are, the three of you, presented with small mechanical birds as a present, and then they officially, like without even letting anybody else speak, adjourn court. I should point out that Elenian is present in the room when this happens, and he is not allowed to speak. No one is, but he is present, and he is watching from the gallery. At which point she stands up and she heads off into the antechambers, and you three are expected to follow.
I will follow.
I guess we're going. Here we go.
I mean, can I do a roll just on the vibe of the room?
Sure,
before
that's
roll?
a perception politics roll.
The vibe. You vibing?
The vibe. I want to see if they're vibing us.
The chat is arguing about who Jasper had the privilege of spending the night with last night, Patches or Sophia. I'm going to say
None of the
gross.
above.
5 successes.
Holy shit. She's on fire.
No, it was like, what doesn't he do? Maybe like Patches finds out overnight.
Oh, I
or
see, yeah.
Sophia.
How many successes?
5.
All right, here's the deal. There is a schism growing in Gwydion. It would appear that a good contingent of them are very happy with how things have gone, and they're in fact perhaps slightly embarrassed by what happened with High King David, and they're happy that at least his adopted daughter is now in control, because Gwydion and Dougal are in fact allies. And there's another part of the group, led by Elrond, that believe that in fact it should never have gone to anybody except Morwen, David's oath sister. That this is an insult and that the house is lost standing, and they are very frustrated with that. House Liam has indeed received a little bit of a boost by your presence here and by your actions last night.
Yay.
They are happy to be there, and there's a little bit of that sensation of just like they're just happy to be invited to the big kids table.
That's nice.
Yeah, in this game, it's not exclusively Gwydion.
I'm just picturing those like green pluses in The Sims. When you like
Yeah.
increase friend levels. It's like
Um,
bing, bing, bing.
The knocker contingent in the room
Are super
are
hungover.
placed very prominently. This seems to be a deliberate action. Because they wouldn't be the ones who decide where they get to go. Finally, it seems that the majority of the room feel, in general, quite positive about the three of you. There's still a certain amount of, like, cattiness, to put it one way, about, like,
that's fair.
how dare you not pick the person I wanted to pick for? But, like, it's kind of subdued. Fairlith is happy where she is. Morwen, people haven't really been seen. She is sort of pulled back a bit. But she's not making any waves, and Mab is just like, I went back to apples, whee!
I love my kingdom.
I'm still a queen. We have met people from House Liam. We've met many people from House Liam. They are over in the Sapphire Eye, all the way over in Seattle.
Countess where? Question mark?
Where is Liam?
That's fun.
Along with Spencer.
Spencer.
Ladies.
Lady Sophie.
Lady Sophia.
Oh man, let's get Reggie back. Okay, all right. Not now.
Reggie isn't. Reggie
Reggie's
serves
nothing.
Liam. He isn't Liam.
Reggie's nothing. We killed him in that What If Wednesday. It was awesome. Oh!
That was great. It was
When
such
you
a
get
fun-
back there, though, the first thing that Lenore does is she just takes off her crown, gently puts it on a pillow, and just sheds the robe that she's wearing. She is definitely not somebody who enjoys those kinds of trappings. And she sits down and immediately invites the three of you to sit as well. A light breakfast is supplied, and she, thank you. The pomp and circumstance helps. I find that people get irritable when they don't see it.
It sets their minds at ease. We're happy to help.
It seems to me like it's an unfair thanks to force you to go through all of this just because you happened to save the monarchy.
Your Majesty, it's nothing. Nothing at all. It's our pleasure, truly. And thank you for receiving us today.
Well, I asked if I could meet the three of you privately first. I know that you have other matters to bring to my attention, Sir Braum, but I wanted to check in with the three of you. I know that it's been some time since we've spoken, and I wanted to make sure that everything was all right.
Very much so, Your Majesty. I would say that the three of us have very recently accomplished something great, and we are very happy that we did so as a motley together.
I take it by your language that you don't wish to speak of it.
I would never withhold any information from you, Your Majesty. And then I say nothing else.
Actually,
Roll me your charisma
actually?
etiquette.
Damn.
I don't want to get my triple
Damn
botch.
some ovaries.
Yeah, that's a lot, eh?
You didn't roll one of your dice?
Yeah, one of your dice you didn't roll.
The 7 you
Yeah.
missed. The
That
7
one you
wasn't
didn't
rolled.
pick
You picked
up.
up all the dice except that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that a 0?
It's not on the
It was
paper.
a 1. No, it's fine. 3 successes.
She doesn't press the issue.
I feel like we weren't telling people, so, you know, it was a thing.
We've been remarkably well. The Spark, I'm sure you remember, underwent some difficulties along with Tara-Nar, but both have recovered beautifully.
I understand that the difficulties at the Spark were as a direct result of the difficulties that happened at Tara-Nar. And I did make sure that some resources were put in your direction in order to ensure that you could rebuild.
Appreciate it.
It was much appreciated, thank you. It looks better than ever.
So far, everything I hear from the Knockers is how sorry they are for what happened and how much they want to do better. That's wonderful surface talk. I intend to keep my ears out and make sure what happened doesn't happen again.
There were punishments. They were severe, I'm afraid.
Jail time doesn't stop every crime.
Damn.
I understand that your work with the Grand Bastin is progressing.
Yes, and I hope that that continues to pave a stronger path between our communities. I appreciate the presence of all of these Knockers that I've seen thus far in my stay, and I hope that the Grand Bastin can return that hospitality to all Cathay.
The High Queen requests a boon of you, Patches, steward of the Spark. In a few weeks' time, I plan to be visiting Halifax. I will be making an official visit at the Grand Bastin. And I would appreciate if you would be my escort while there.
I understand my position due to all of the past events would make me an excellent choice in theory, but I am not well-spoken. So while I am happy to fill this role, I may suggest that you bring others, perhaps the rest of my
This
circle.
is a great honor.
It
shows
is.
the faith that she has in you.
She sits back for a second and
I only wish to serve you well and not fuck it up. Your ladyship, your highness. Highness?
Majesty.
Yes.
Majesty.
She
Thank you.
takes
I would have it. I would.
She
I
takes
would
a
have been
breath
saying
and
that.
then lets it
Your
out.
Majesty.
I don't give a fuck if you are well spoken. That it is a bit swoon-worthy.
It is like,
What she just said.
oh my god.
But yes, I will absolutely be there for you.
Patches, I know what you did, and that's all that I care about. And that's why I want you by my side, because I know that you will tell me what matters and not what I want to hear. And if that's possible,
Absolutely.
I didn't expect this. And I've only been sitting on this throne for months. And I imagine that there have been a few mistakes made along the way because we were rebuilding. And I need people like you more than ever.
That is appreciated.
So I won't ask you, but I'll suggest that you can drop the formalities with me, at least while we're alone. To be honest, I have a lot of respect for what I've seen from all three of you. And I also know that you come from a certain privileged stock. If Zister Flex speaks highly of you, I listen. And perhaps my father didn't, but I did. So, Patches. I've been asked to send you to the Grand Best Inn to prepare for my arrival. If you'll go, then I'll be there in a few weeks' time.
Absolutely.
Feel free to stay here for as long as you need, but there will be someone ready to take you there as early as the end of the day.
My only task is to create something, and what better place than the Grand Best Inn?
Then you should make haste.
Know that I do support Braum's efforts as much as I will not be joining the Red Branch or whatever it becomes.
Or whatever.
Yes. That's the other matter on the table, isn't it?
It is, Your Highness. I only require a moment of your time.
In a moment. I received a missive from a count who seems to be rather concerned that he may have elevated somebody beyond her station. He hopes that he hasn't disrupted the throne too much by putting a harp player in this position, and yet he also doesn't regret it. What should I answer him?
It's not for me to tell you how you should answer. I hope my actions have spoken for themselves.
Oh, Sophia. He's trying to humble brag his way into my favor.
It's all the more reason why it isn't to me to answer. Lenore.
Truly, though, I really only invited you here so that I could gain audience with someone much more important.
I understand.
May I? And Mav's just like, what are you doing? What are you...
Be nice.
Meh.
Her eyes have changed.
She's had a long journey.
Where did you go? And hands her back. Roll me your perception etiquette, please. Hashtag map saves
Who's spelling?
Concordia.
I mean, it's not untrue.
2 successes.
That was as much of a signal as she could give you that she knows that you did something, and she is very deliberately not asking about it, and she won't.
Excellent.
That's nice.
But she knows you did something. Can I show you? And she stands and she walks to the window.
I'll follow her.
I made sure that when it hits noon, there's a crystal that I installed on the fountain there. And it shows the spot where you had to dig. And I make sure that when I see it, I acknowledge it. I didn't tell anybody I did that, but it's there. Truth be told, I'm getting used to the idea of having to build a kingdom as opposed to building my own. But At least I have my time in my workshop. Is it possible for you to arrange that at the Grand Best Inn? I understand that it is for knocker use only, but I am going to require at least a space that I can work while I'm there.
The least they can do is offer you their workshop.
Gutsy.
If they seek to continue to pave this road, they can't lock the doors along its way.
Wow.
Or perhaps they'll have to have the new workshop completed in time. We'll see how quickly they can speed the wheels.
Braum, I'm going to call the rest of the Red Branch in, but I need to know from you, and you alone, what you are trying to accomplish here.
I would like your blessing to found and operate an organization dedicated to defending all Cathane everywhere from forces of darkness, banality, chaos.
And why do you need my blessing for this?
Because I would like to work in tandem with the Crown.
You seek to reform the Red Branch. You cannot. I will not grant this.
What if I gave it a new name?
That you can do.
The Copper Branch.
Copper Branch.
Sponsor us.
I'm not going to lie to you, Braum.
Sorry.
You're going to have to earn this honor. Your previous deeds are noted, as is those of your compatriots, but you will be put to the test here, a test of my own devising. Should you succeed, you will be granted the permission to form an organization that I will work with you to define. If it's going to carry my name on it, it most certainly will make sure that it will act in the manner that I deem fit. But I think we can organize something. Do these terms seem fair to you?
More than fair.
Excellent.
I relish a challenge.
Sophia,
Yes?
you are going to help me devise this test.
Whoa.
Am I? I would be happy to.
It would look so good.
Because if you don't prove yourself, it means nothing. But if you do, I'll finally be able to quiet a few dissenting voices. Do you understand?
Implicitly.
Then you'll understand that I will remain cloistered with Sophia for the remainder of the day. You will be called just before dinner. All of you. And we'll see what we can do. We're going to have to order lunch. What would you prefer?
I can choose anything?
There are some advantages to being queen.
You know, it's been so long since I've had a really good chicken pot pie. Isn't that strange? But that's all I want.
I'll see if I can get one delivered from Vermont. Sir Braum, you are not to speak to me or to Sophia until you see us again this afternoon. You may inform the rest of the Red Branch. But from this moment on, you will no longer use that term. It has been officially dissolved. All knighthoods earned remain.
Thank you, Your Highness. And thank you for this. Fuck! And thank you for this opportunity.
Dismissed.
I guess I'm gonna go for a jog or something to warm up. Shit.
Bye, Patches.
The Finns for everything, Aravana.
Bye,
Everything.
Patches. Goodbye, Patches.
Bye, Patches.
I'll see you in a few weeks, Patches.
Absolutely.
And may the Force be with you.
And with you.
Oh, Christ. Get out of here. Go, 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 go.
Hey, if she's gonna say it to me, I gotta toss it back.
Yeah, exactly. She's trying to break the ice.
I'm gonna give Patches a big hug before she goes.
This is what I need. I need to find a way to test them
Oh no, it's happening again.
socially, mentally, physically. They need to be suited for the task that's ahead of them. They must be elite.
Are they to be tested as a unit or individually?
What do you think?
I think as a unit. We're asking them to work together.
The question of asking them to work together as a unit, however, means that they either all succeed or they all fail together.
Exactly.
But they could also potentially add to their ranks later.
They could. But then we'll know that they have proven themselves as a unit, so their combined judgment to swear in any new members should be trusted.
Combined judgment.
I appreciate the way that you think.
Combined.
We'll talk more. In about 5 seconds, because you're not leaving.
Exactly. She doesn't want them done individually because she knows Braum.
No, it's because she needs to take a second to like call in the steward to order the chicken pot pie. from
Patches,
Vermont.
when you walk out of the throne room, you see Gawain standing there.
Thanks for last night.
I did what I could.
Any other news?
Just finding out what your orders are.
Off to the Grand Bastion. As I said, I would be speaking to them soon.
Okay, we can arrange for transport there if you need it.
If it's available. If not, I can get myself there.
No, we'll take care of it.
Thank you. I'll gather my belongings.
Here. And he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a business card and hands it to you. So when you look at it, it's blank and the numbers sort of flip over in small little tiles
Oh, nice.
and then flip back. It looks like a standard business card. It's got his name on it. It has the same crest that you see here and a phone number. If you need to, I'm going to be here.
Seems like you've got a good crowd over at the Spam. Unfortunately, an uprising was formed under everyone's noses. It's a shitty way to live, but you gotta know you can trust them.
They're
truly.
fuckabouts, but they're good fuckabouts. We'll keep an eye on them, and I have agents in place.
Good. Let's not fuck this up.
No. I have seen Lenore when she is angry. It happens very rarely, but it happens.
It's not only for her. It's not only for her wrath. It's for all of our kind.
It's fair. Have a good time. Say
Take
hi to
care.
people there for me. Sometimes I miss home.
I'll see if I can't work out a vacation or rotation or something for you.
No, I've got too much work to do here.
Eventually, you should take a couple days to yourself, though.
We'll see. Have a good time.
I really hope she does this as she walks out.
Flip.
Rab is waiting for you when you leave. I don't know what you did. He was practically foaming at the mouth when you left.
I tried.
You ever gonna say what you did to piss him off?
I tried to make him see my point of view. That is not my place. Or at least he does not believe so.
Look, he's going to try to make your life difficult when you're around here. But there's enough of us that will try to see what we can do to work the other way.
Thank you, Lady Braum. I may have an opportunity soon to prove myself to him once more.
Hey, look, he might be deposed for all I know. He's definitely not with it these days, and we know it. He's obsessed with that thing in his office. I wish I knew why, but I can't get in there long enough to find out, and I'm not about to start breaking in.
No, don't do that. But we should try to observe him with it if we can.
All right.
Might have more of a pull than we think.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything.
Hey, look, I do what I can. Good luck.
Thank you.
Elizabeth Neal. You are now under embargo. This test that you're coming up with, you're not to speak a word of it to Scott. You can talk with Kate, but not Scott. You and I will be in touch.
Can I talk to Ripley about it?
Yes.
Oh,
As long as you can guarantee Ripley's silence.
Good
Pretty big
luck.
mouth.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, good luck. What? They're gonna do what?
Danger! Dragons.
Hi.
I hope you're ready.
Fuck.
Because here's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to kill you. Definitely not going to kill you. She's not going to come up with a test that is lethal. But I'm under no obligation to give you the red branch back. Or whatever new branch there is.
All right.
If you don't earn it, it wouldn't mean anything. But you're going to have to earn this without one of your biggest supporters. Sorry, Kate. Unfortunately, for the next 2 sessions, you will not be here.
No.
We're going to learn more about that, what you learned, see if you can figure out that drink counter, and more. All in the fancy corner in just a moment.
Fancy corner, fancy corner.
So fancy.
Yay.
Order the stick, yes. Being
That'd be
about
good.
as serious
Oh,
as
that'd be
it
great.
promise.
Yeah, it sounds about right. That'd be pretty good, actually.
Only 5 drinks.
And it was none of the guesses that I had.
Oh my god, yeah.
Literally
I
nothing.
kept thinking something and then it was disproved.
Yeah, I wrote down a few like keywords and stuff, but it doesn't even make sense. Like none of these make sense. I feel bad.
I got nothing.
I'm ready to take a wild guess, but like
What's your guess,
time or
Scott?
drinks or
naming a day or
Yeah.
something, like a day of the week. Like
I feel like we
using
did that
the-
once though.
I
yeah,
don't
it's
know if
true.
we did that 5 times.
But like we referred to Beltane was a couple of days ago. I don't know if one came up around then.
Day, maybe the word day.
Ooh, I like that. We could go with that. What do
Well-
you think, Liz? I have no idea.
What I can do is I can put forward today's vote for play of
Yeah.
the game. Like sands through Elenian's hourglass, so are the triggers of Braum's thematic triple botch.
Nice, awesome.
Patches utterly disses the American auto industry and her ally in one sentence. Her unseelie commoner game is unmatched. Or Sophia helps Mac into his jacket and into his big boy pants, and she makes a good name for Liam, but who was really surprised by that?
All right.
So that's vote 0, 1, or 2 right now.
on.
Kate, what did you learn?
But everyone assumed that I didn't like the car. That wasn't what it was about.
Worth.
Learned that there is an official liaison now between the Grand Best Inn. That she super sucks at socializing, and that she really has no. She as much as everyone's making these grand gestures, she has no reason to believe that whatever led to the rebellion before isn't still in place.
Interesting.
Because they
Liz?
said they deposed a few people.
I think that Sophia
wasn't like 3 people.
is nicely sheltered from the hate that House Liam gets on a regular basis, and it's only through these backhanded compliments of like, oh wow, for a Liam, you're delightful, that she's like, wow, they
Excuse me?
really hate House Liam.
You what?
So this is where it's starting to sink in for her.
Scott?
Oh, I learned that Braum's got a. I mean, dare I use the word enemy? Like I have an enemy flaw, but you know what I mean, like a rival.
Where do you think the enemy flaw comes from?
No, c'est pas vrai.
Peut-être?
You wouldn't dare.
I mean,
You didn't specifically state who the enemy
No,
was.
that's true. I just figured it was, the 3-point enemy that we faced down before earlier in the
That wasn't
story.
an enemy specific to you.
No, not specific to you.
Kind of. Oh fuck. Okay. All right, that's cool.
You know what else is cool?
Yeah.
We have another tie for play of the game.
Hey!
yeah.
It's been a little while, Kate,
Yay.
but you're back on the menu, boys.
Hey. This is the auto industry and her ally. Just writing this down real quick.
Yeah. It's not a quick thing.
And Sophia helps. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna write Sophia makes a good name for Liam. Yay!
Turns out that I think that often when Patches wins plays of the game, it's because she's just like really fucking snarky at people, or she kills people.
Yeah.
It's like one of the two.
That's
Or she's snarky while killing someone, which
That's
has
the
happened
best.
a few times.
that's the best, honestly.
Yes.
Oh, it's a good
5 drinks, folks.
Stay.
Yeah, honestly, that's use of the word day. This doesn't come up that much, right?
My secondary guess is spit takes,
Nice.
but I don't
Nope.
think so.
Is it when any player made reference to drinks or drinking?
That was like my biggest guess, but I don't think it was when we started.
No.
Hey.
When the players say Scott, Liz, Kate, or
geez.
Gene.
Jesus.
PC's name. It's funny because the first
Yeah.
I had a couple of those, but I was like, nah.
Well,
Well,
that's good. That's good. That was a good
Yeah.
trigger.
Because it could have been none or 1,000.
Yeah,
so yeah.
but we
Yeah.
might have been able to get it. We just didn't use our
Yeah.
names a whole lot. I mean, that one's tricky though because it's specifically when a player
Meta.
says it, not when I say it.
Yeah, and it's
Right.
also like it's when we are meta, and so often the drink triggers are in character.
right.
Yeah. It's good.
So I'm always
Clever.
like evaluating that.
Bonus points to anybody who can actually figure out what I was singing when I had my AirPods in.
I didn't know. I feel like Pook knew, but that's maybe
I have to say player names a ton because I have to
Yes.
address people.
Yeah.
And I can't just look at people
Well, you're
and
like
expect.
Patches?
Yeah, you usually
And I was
call us
like,
by our
yes.
PC names.
Yeah. He's clever.
I will
I
take
will
5
take-
drinks of my water then.
All right, casual, you got us.
I'm out
I'm
of
out.
Bev.
I'm out.
Out of
Son of a
beverage.
bitch. That was a great
Gee.
game.
Gee.
I really, I was happy to see everybody in sort of new, interesting social situations. Especially me, but
Yeah,
when
I
am I
know.
not?
I was like,
When am I not
Patches would just
interested?
fucking bull her gun on this guy. Like,
I would
fuck him.
punched him in the face.
So I've dragooned you, Liz. But we've got to come up with a pretty good one.
I have an idea.
Oh no!
Already.
A giant game of Plinko,
and
but
no
with your body.
one's going to like
Twister.
it.
Plinko, but with your body. Yes, Twister.
Round 2. Fight.
It's just Twister. Oh my god, yes. Twister, but it's lava.
Kate, as I understand it,
Try not to die.
you will not be here the next time that we play.
No.
Are you even going to be here for Story Saturday? What could you possibly be doing that's more important than streaming with us?
Glorious Nihil. The land of the rising sun.
Ooh. Bam,
Where my
bam, bam.
father was born.
Oh shit. That's right.
Working and making that pilgrimage. Crossing off one of those bucket list items.
Let's get salutes out in the chat for Kate.
20s.
I did casual AF. I did. My undercut's all fresh. Thank you for the salutes.
We'll miss you, but we will go on without you. There will be Changeling this coming Sunday. and it will be an interesting one, I think.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to seeing what the fuck you're going to have to deal with. But it'll be interesting. I'll say that much. But hey, look, as much as I'm looking forward to next Sunday, we've got a lot to look forward to. Tomorrow, twitch.tv/beanduck, 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Full Party Session 5. That's going to be pretty cool.
Yes.
I know one thing is that there will be a cannonball, but it won't be the way you think.
God damn it.
That's an Exalted
What a
3rd Edition
tease.
game. It is a good time to hop on. Trust me, they're still unmolded clay. You're not going to miss anything if you haven't seen a session before.
yourself.
It is worth tuning in, especially because we have Kate who will be filling people in constantly as to what's been going on. And you might see some familiar faces from the chat as well. On Tuesday, we have more.
We have friend request at 6 o'clock on twitch.tv/beanduck, followed by Depth of Field at 9 p.m.
Oops.
For those who don't know, I know Depth of Field is a really late time, so it can be awkward timing-wise, but it's a really great hour to an hour and a half conversation between our host, Eric Cohen, and somebody from the entertainment industry. They talk movies, they talk geek news, pop culture. It's just a great in-depth interview. Highly recommend it. And then Wednesday, we have Cosplay Cave, 6:30.
Yes. So good.
You know, all those are great. I love the Beanjug streams.
Yeah.
You know what else I love? I love
do
watching some Greek people just stab the shit out of each other.
Yo, so much.
And when do I get to see that?
Friday nights, baby.
Friday night.
This is like Greek people. What do you mean?
That is Punchy. Twitch.tv/Elizabeth Aniel. Saturday,
There might actually not be a Saturday stream. Kate's not free. I don't think the Crosshair is free. And I think Crystal might be in town.
Oh.
So I might want to hang these with her.
so
I
we might
started
just
with
be
her.
coming
What do you
back
say?
at you on Sunday.
Day off.
What?
While the Crosshair was not here, we do have to thank him for the drink trigger, and of course, she who knows 10,000 things, moderator supreme. Thank you so much for being here. You know, we also did some other discussions. We know it's coming. We know it's been late, but it is happening. Scott?
Yes, we are securing a date of recording and release and a date of performance for the remaining, whatever the words are that I'm looking
Podcasts.
for. Oh yeah, right. So we have podcasts
Awards fest.
coming your way, as
Yeah.
well as a one-shot run
One
by me.
Scott.
Hashtag one Scott.
Let's go.
Perks, that's the one.
What is that going to be? I mean,
What is it going to be?
yeah, what's the one, Scott?
Well, you know, look, if after a life of crime you're tired, you just want to retire to your farm or your mansion in the Alpines. or
I know
whatever,
that feel.
Alps or whatever. But sometimes you just have to get the gang back together for one last job. I can't wait. It's actually gonna be really stupid.
Yeah.
I'm super jazzed.
Because it's a one shot.
I just started,
don't know.
like, looking
I
at
don't
it.
know who will play so nice.
That's happening, folks. Trust us. It is happening, and we are going to be able to get the podcast. We're not going to be able to get Kate before she gets back from Japan, but we're seeing if we can get mine done in the interim so that we can do that. It'll be interesting because I'm the one interviewing everybody, and suddenly the tables will be turned. What stories will we uncover?
I'm gonna learn a lot, probably.
No question too spicy. Wait. No, there might be some.
No, too spicy. Hot ones.
Folks, if you have not been tuning in with us regularly, rpgclinic.com for all your VODs, all your synopses written by Scott, because of course they are. Fan art,
They're very wordy.
supreme. And thanks to you three.
And thanks
you.
to you. You run them, you make them, we play them.
Now more than ever,
Yeah.
especially with our friends who are struggling. See you next time.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Don't insult them too badly.